Matt Davis, Aaron West, Melanie West running our software. We do have our stream up and going here, Matt. Matt, when you're looking at these two teams, what do you see? What are you breaking down here?
Well, surprisingly, Kuemper comes into this 0-3. They're a preseason ranked team. So they're 0-3. Head coach Andrew Klink. Hope I pronounced his name correctly. Second year, it's a Class 2A designated program. Their losses have been in number 7 ranked Harlan, which is no shame there. A loss to Denison and Carroll. They were 12-9 last year. They beat the Tigers last year 49-20. And Kuemper owns this series against Red Oak all the way back to 2009, 14-4. The last Red Oak win over Kuemper in girls basketball was December of 2019. Kuemper has won 3 in a row. They're ranked number 76 in the Power Index in Class 2 in the state of Iowa. They're averaging 41 points offensively, giving up 50 points defensively. And here it is again, 29% from the field, 30% from the three-point line. So shooting better from the three-point line than from the field overall. 55% from the free throw line, 34 rebounds per game, 10 steals per game, 24 turnovers per game. Now, I looked at that, and that's, we know Red Oak, that's one thing Red Oak tries to limit. That's a high total. That's probably a little bit more of an indicator of the quality of competition they played, I think. Maybe more so than that number. We'll find out tonight here. They're led by, and I hope help me here with the pronunciation, Aaron, Elsa
Tiefenthaler.
10 points per game. She's just a sophomore, 10 points per game, 4 assists per game, 6 rebounds per game, shooting 40% from the 3 line, 61% on the free throw line. Then one more name to help me with, Lauren
Bell.
8 points per game, 7 rebounds per game. She's a senior. And the senior Franny Glenn, 6 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 1.3 blocks per game, but also averaging 5 fouls per game. That's the other thing, a little high propensity of fouling as well. Again, that could be more of an indicator of the quality of competition that Kuemper has played. For the Red Oak Tigers girls tonight, 2-4 in the year. Head coach Tristan Johnson. They've beaten East Mills and Essex. They lost to Shin, Corinda, Lewis Central, Lennox. Tigers are averaging 32 points per game, 56 given up defensively per game, shooting 26% from 3, 24% from the field overall, 31% from the free throw line, 24 turnovers per game, 35 rebounds per game. Senior Olivia Boswell averaging 10 points per game for the Tigers, shooting 51% from three-point line. That's number 1 in the Hawkeye 10.
That is amazing.
She is the sharp shooter of the Hawkeye 10. Senior Merced Ramirez, 6 points per game, 8 rebounds per game. Of those 8, 7 are defensive rebounds, and that's good for second in the conference. So she's really doing a good job on the defensive glass. Ellison Johnson for Red Oak, a sophomore, is second in the Hawkeye 10 in offensive rebounds per game. We've noticed that all year, 4.3 rebounds per game. Red Oak is a number 1 3-point shooting team in the conference with 34 made on the season, and they're second in offensive, defensive rebounding. And we've really seen that's where really the Tigers' strengths are, battling on the glass and getting threes. So what you see tonight, as the MO gets out, I think what we saw is the blueprint will probably be for Kuemper, man-to-man defense in the press coming out. That's kind of how you try to run them off the three-point line by going man. I don't think you're going to want to sit in a zone defense against the Red Oak Tigers. We'll see. I don't know what type of team. Again, I think Kemper's record 0-3 is deceiving.
Absolutely, I think that's the case.
But their point total, when you look at their point totals, I don't think they've gotten them in the 50s yet. But again, we'll find out tonight. I think tonight's a big game for the Kuemper girl program.
Tell me again, who has Kuemper played so far this year?
They have lost to Harlan, Denison, and Carroll. Okay. So all 3 quality teams.
So, yeah.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think we'll fully find out tonight from Kuemper's perspective, because they're obviously the favorites, the prohibitive favorites in this game against Red Oak. As we see them, they have really good height on this team. So that will be a factor that the Tigers will have to deal with. Of course, the Tigers have dealt with some height all year with Sadie Cox and Lennox and Lene Green and Shenandoah. So, it's not like they haven't had that. But one thing, when you have that height, I think the Tigers need to adjust and not look down low post and try to draw that height if they are man-to-man away from the hoop offensively in their offensive sets.
Let's take a break, and we will come back and look at some lineups after this. It's Red Oak and Carroll Kuemper Catholic here in Red Oak this evening. Doubleheader. If you're anywhere in the Red Oak area, you want to watch a basketball game or two, come on down and watch it. We're in the Orange Gym. Stop by, grab a burger. How was the burger, Matt?
You know what? It was really excellent.
Had a burger.
Excellent.
And come down, grab a burger, come in and watch a basketball game and enjoy the evening. If you can't make it, listen to it here. Go over to our YouTube channel. Search for KCSI Radio on YouTube, and you can watch it there if you wish, whatever works best for you. A few minutes away from the opening tip, we'll be back and look at some more stats and lineups after this. West, along with Matt Davis and Melanie West here in Red Oak in the Orange Gym this evening. Looking at the lineups, we'll start first with the visiting Carroll Kuemper Knights. And reserves for the Knights will be Kylie Simons, a sophomore at 5'2". Sierra Pudens is a sophomore 5'3". Caitlin Yetmar is a sophomore 5'4". Olivia Schenkelberg is a sophomore 5'9". Charlotte Hackford, a sophomore 5'9", and Kaylee Derrickson is a senior 5'10". Starters for the Knights: Elsa Tiefenthaler, a sophomore 5'6", Carson Overmole, a junior 5'9", Aubrey Houghton is a senior 5'10", Lauren Bell, a senior 5'9", and Franny Glenn, a senior 5'10". Those are your starters for the Knights. For the Red Oak Tigers, and I will give you the reserves for the Red Oak Tigers. Natalie Johnson, a freshman 5'8", Haley Rydberg, a senior 5'10", Mario Ramirez, a freshman 5'7", Casey Kells, senior 5'4", Caden Wingfield, senior 5'3", Grace Wingfield, a senior 5'3", Jaden McAlpin, a freshman 5'6", and Ella Johnson is a junior 5'6". Starters for the Tigers tonight, I believe, will be Jaden Lindsay, senior at 5'8", Olivia Boswell, senior 5'6", Merced Ramirez, a senior 5'9", Ellison Johnson, a sophomore at 5'6", and Emily Siebenecker, a sophomore 5'6". Starters for the Tigers. Hype video going on, Matt.
It is.
And it is time for basketball here in Red Oak this evening. Ready for did you watch the game, the Hawkeye Iowa State game?
Until after I woke up, I was watching it, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up, it was already over. But it was like 10 minutes ago in the game, and I thought, man, that's over. So I didn't even watch it, really.
Okay. You slept through it.
I did.
Well, there you go. I mean, at least you're honest, right?
I slept through it.
All
the
right.
one time Iowa State wins, I sleep through it.
Well,
what'd you do? Did you watch it?
No, I did not. I did not watch it. So well, I'm not even sure what I did, to be honest with you.
A lot of good basketball in the area tonight. Stanton and East Mills are over at Malvern. I failed to report Stanton's win on my wrap today.
Yes,
Goodness
you did.
gracious, they beat Lennox in a boys-girl doubleheader last night. I think that was over in Stanton. But tonight, the Vikings are in East Mills to take on the Wolverines.
I had the opportunity to visit with a couple of players this morning, Kyla Hart and Riley Burke this morning, which is most enjoyable. They're always a lot of fun to visit with.
I think Shenandoah is playing Essex tonight in a boys-only game. I think Corona might be playing Atlantic. I'm not sure. I know St. Albert's and Lewis Central are hooking up in a Council Bluffs battle. That'd be interesting because St. Albert's has been coming out of the gates really hot as a boys basketball program. because we saw Lewis Central come here and play.
Yeah.
Lewis Central lost to TJ in that last second shot last week. So it's interesting that all the Council Bluffs schools, wish they would all kind of get together and have their own little league. That would be nice. Wouldn't they just put them all over there and you guys just over to play? But so there's a lot of good basketball tonight that we'll see. And we've got a good one here tonight. These Kuemper, perennial, a really good basketball school. And the boys game in particular, I'm very curious about to see the style of play in that.
Yeah, I'm pretty anxious about that one because you talk to people. And Kuemper's that team that you hear a lot of talk about.
They've got a kid named DJ Benami. Is that how you pronounce it?
Benami, yep.
He is, I believe, a Iowa Hawkeye football preferred walk-on recruit. So we know he's an athletic kid. So that'll be interesting to see on the court tonight.
Matt, let's take a break, and we're going to have, I think Mr. Vern Olson will be performing our national anthem. It's a
big game. If Vern's here, it's a big game.
So I believe Mr. Olson will be performing our national anthem. And we will take a break, and we will be back after our national anthem. Thanks for joining us here on KCSI. Basketball time here in Red Oak. Matt, are you ready?
Let's play some basketball.
Vern can nail the national anthem. He is just, it is so dialed in with Vern and the national anthem. It's unbelievable.
Well, he comes to the Y every morning, he works out, he's in shape, he's light on his toes, he sings well, he's athletic, he's, Hall of Famer. He's a Red Oak Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he just nails it every time. Franny Glenn at center circle for the Knights and Jaden Lindsay for the Red Oak Tigers. Looks like we're on the court. Officials are on the court. Players are on the court. Scorekeeper table is ready. Here we go. Tapped, and the Knights come away with it. That's Tiefenthaler. Down underneath quickly. It goes to Bell. 2 points right away for the Knights off of the hands of Bell.
Knights come out with a 1-2-1 press here against the Tigers.
That's what you're talking about, Matt. And to the other end, high, and it goes out of play. Knights ball.
And really not a bad job there by the Tigers. They tried to pass that ball up, just pass one off the hands out of bounds rather than trying to dribble it up.
Tiefenthaler over to Houghton. Inside it goes to Overmold. She drops it down to the baseline. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Lindsay. Nice job by Lindsay. The shot was from Bell. Now to Ramirez. Over to the left side to Siebenecker. Inside to Lindsay. Stripped loose. And we're going to have a foul on the play. I believe that will be on Overmold.
Yeah, good job by the Tigers there. They passed the ball. They're attacking the middle of the court on that press, which we've seen sometimes when they get in that press, they want to push you to the sideline where they can trap you. But Tigers did a good job there staying in the middle of the court.
Ramirez will put it in a play at the baseline for the Tigers. All the way out top to Boswell. It's high. She's going to chase it down all the way back at the baseline at the other end of the court. Siebenecker to Johnson, Ellison Johnson out on the left wing, picks up her dribble. It's Boswell. Boswell tries to go underneath. It's tapped and picked up by Glenn to Tiefenthaler. Tiefenthaler left right across the timeline. Right side to Houghton. Baseline, it goes to Overmole. She drives. Left-hander is good. Overmole. Carson Overmole.
Nice left-hand drive and shot there by Overmole. Again, this press from the Knights coming against the Tigers.
Ramirez gets it across the timeline, out on the right wing, down to the baseline she goes, skips it across, tries to get it to Lindsay, but it's too high and hard, and it goes out of play.
Again, good job breaking the press, but it speeds you up sometimes, and the pass was too high for the teammate there, went out of bounds, be Kuemper Basketball.
6:47 to play in the first. Kuemper leads 4-0. Inbound pass to Elsa Tiefenthaler. She's a sophomore, Matt. Right side it goes to Overmole. Then in the corner to Bell. She hits Tiefenthaler underneath, and we have a travel. Tigers ball. Here's the press. Inbound pass to Ramirez. Siebenecker to Boswell. Ramirez pressure. She gets it across center stripe over the right side to Boswell. Siebenecker, Ellison Johnson. Behind the arc, Siebenecker, left wing, drives to the foul line, puts up the running jumper.
Yeah, tough shot there.
Goes out of play. Knights ball. Inbound pass from Bell to Tiefenthaler. Tiefenthaler, left to right across center stripe. On the right side to Houghton. Then to Bell in the corner. Underneath the Tiefenthaler. Left side, Overmole for three. No good. Rebound's going to be chased down right at the sideline. Actually stepping on the sideline is Houghton, so the Tigers will have the ball. And the Tigers inbound pass from Siebenecker to Ramirez, and Ramirez to Siebenecker, still in the backcourt. Boswell across the timeline to Johnson out on the right wing. She drives about a 10-foot jumper out there, no good. Rebound tapped, and coming away with it is Tiefenthaler. Pushing up the court, Tiefenthaler quickly down to the baseline, off at the glass, and in for two. Nice job there by Bell.
Knights pushing the ball up court on transition there. Getting the bucket off the transition. And it was almost a steal there. Stay with Red Oak here, though.
5:41 to play in the first.
You can tell Coach Johnson and Coach Bruce have worked on the press in practice, because even though they have not scored yet, Tigers have not scored, and they have had several turnovers, they're moving the ball better up against this press, don't you think so?
Absolutely.
As I say that, of course.
Yeah, we're going to have a still Overmole. And then she tries to go inside, but it's knocked loose, and coming away with it, Lindsay. Lindsay pushing it up the court. Little pressure from Glenn. Glenn stills the ball, picks it, outlet pass to Tiefenthaler. Tiefenthaler on the left side, takes it to the hoop on the right side. She's fouled on the play.
Yeah, she had a head of steam there going towards the bucket. Crossed over to his right hand, but was fouled by Ramirez.
That's her first.
Team first. Be 2 shots. I guess they said she was in active shooting.
So Tiefenthaler, Elsa Tiefenthaler goes to the line. First opportunity from the line for either team. Shots up. It's good. The Knights lead 7-0.
61% free throw shooter Tiefenthaler is. Just a sophomore.
Good ball player.
Mm-hmm.
Second shot. Good. Gets them both. Into the ball game is Houghton taking a seat. Overmole.
Kuemper extending their press a little bit deeper now in the front court.
The Tigers definitely, Matt, without a doubt. Now there's pressure, and there was going to be turned over to the free throw line's Bell. It's definite that the
wow,
three-pointer from Hackford.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to pass the ball up against the press, which is better than what they were doing dribbling into the traps. They're being very conscious, trying to get it to the middle.
And showing some real patience here.
But those bounce passes, and they're going to call 10. We need to stop talking about it because they haven't gotten it up the last 2 times. But
it's obvious that there's an effort to run that.
But also having a person flash in the middle in that press. But, yeah, last 2-3 times, though, Kuemper has turned them over on the press.
Have. Tiefenthaler, center circle, goes right to Hackford. Back to Tiefenthaler. She takes the deep three. No good. Gets her own board, takes it down the right side, puts it off the glass. This Tiefenthaler, no good. Rebound underneath. Scrambled and picked up by Glenn.
Tigers getting out scrapped on the boards.
Now, shot goes up, no good. There's Glenn again. She tries to clear it and will be fouled.
Yeah, Tigers just are getting beat on the glass right now. The Tigers need to get a little more engaged in this game.
And that foul will be whistled on Ellison Johnson. That's her first personal. And the ball will come from the baseline. Tiefenthaler will put it into play for the Knights. Hit Bell, and then we'll have a foul
No, she's out of bounds.
Stepped on the.
She came from out of bounds, inbounds, and she wasn't completely set inbounds before she received the ball.
Gotcha. Inbound pass to Ramirez. Here comes the press again, Matt. Ramirez to Siebenecker. All the way to tried to get it to Johnson, rather, but it's going to be picked up by Houghton. Houghton just flips it across to Tiefenthaler in the corner for 3. Elsa Tiefenthaler. And it's 14-0 with 4.5 minutes to play in the first. Timeout on the court. We'll take it with them and be back right after this. Play in the first, and Kuemper has opened up a 14-0 lead here in the first.
Yeah, Tigers need to show a little more commitment here on the press break. There's good ball movement. And
Ramirez steps across the center stripe, and Tigers get it across. Out to Johnson on the right side. She drives to the blocks, puts it up, but it's blocked, and Overmole picks it up. Carson Overmole, she'll be fouled. I think Boswell. It is on Boswell. That's her first.
And those bounce passes are important on the press because you can't pass over. It's very difficult, so bounce passes are effective.
Tiefenthaler, right side to Overmole, looking inside. And no, not sure who that was to, but Boswell comes away with it, takes it down on the left side for the blocked by Tiefenthaler. Out of play, Tigers keep it.
Tigers have a chance here to inbound and set up offensively here. They haven't had that chance the last couple minutes, so let's see if they can get some points here.
Ramirez out to Johnson behind the arc, now to Boswell.
Kuemper's in man-to-man.
Deep 3 from Siebenecker. Rebound, Ellison Johnson, no good. Rebounds pulled down by Bell. Bell to Tiefenthaler. Down to the corner to Hackford. She has a lot of pressure and is tied up by Siebenecker.
Good push ahead there by Tiefenthaler to find her teammate, but then also good hands by Evelyn Siebenecker to tie her up. It'll be Red Oak ball on the possession.
Red Oak's ball. Yep, Siebenecker will put it into play. Inbound pass to Ramirez. Lindsay in the middle, then Boswell on the move. That was nice, Matt.
Yeah, and back out top. There you go. But a bounce pass there would have been better.
Siebenecker, Ellison, Johnson into the foul line, then heads to the blocks but has it stripped loose. It bounces out of play, and the Tigers will maintain possession.
In comes Casey Kells for the Tigers. Out will go Ellison Johnson. Tigers trying to get on the board here. 3:34 to go in the first quarter.
And inbound. Got a little substitutions. Quite a bit of substitution actually taking place here, Matt.
Simons and
Schenkelberg.
You're doing a great job on the pronunciations.
I did a little work beforehand. Inbound pass from Ramirez to Kells. She puts up the jumper, kind of off balance, no good. There's Lindsay with the board. She is fouled, and I think that's on Derrickson.
So when the Tigers are able to get in an offensive set, they've given themselves a couple second chance, third chance offensive rebounds, which we've seen them do. But the problem is getting across that press and being able to get into an offensive flow.
Lindsay at the line. The foul was on Derrickson. That's her first. Jaden Lindsay at the line for her first opportunity. Shots up. It's no good.
Tigers trying to scratch the scoreboard here. What?
3.5 minutes to play in the first. No good. Rebound brought down by the Knights. Simons to Hackford, back to Simons. Skips it across to Overmold and to Simons. Hackford for 3. No good. Rebound, Ramirez. Ramirez, she'll take it right to left across center stripe, then to Siebenecker on the left side, standing on the three-point line, no good.
Out of bounds.
Stepped on the baseline, Matt.
we'll probably see somewhere in this time of this game, we'll see someone step out on that far stripe over on the far side of the gym floor. We see that especially from the visiting team.
Yeah. If that would happen, Matt, it would be every game we've had this year, I think someone
we should sell an advertisement for it.
We
should. That's a step out of bounds by.
Three-pointer from Boswell is no good. Rebound, Lindsay, back up, no good. Rebound pulled down this time by Overmole. On the left side to Hackford, back to Overmole. Simons down underneath to Derrickson. Simons, Overmole, top of the key. She drives down the left side with the left hand off the glass for two. Nice move by Carson Overmole.
Yeah, just too easy. Tigers get them all layups here. And a little bit more intensity from the Tigers here is necessary.
16-0 is the score. Knights lead with 2.5 to play in the first. Kind of a foul on the play. Could be on Derrickson.
We have seen Red Oak all year, and this is by far their biggest struggle we've seen all year.
Yeah. Derrickson picks up her second. We're going to have a whole new bunch of Knights coming in here. 5 for 5, Matt.
Yeah, going deep on the roster. Everyone's playing tonight for Kuemper on the bench. Anyone that made the bus ride down, they're going to play tonight.
16-0, 2.5 to play in the first. Inbound pass comes to Ramirez for Red Oak. Left side to Siebenecker. In the corner, Kells.
Tigers need to do a little more talking and communication out there.
Underneath the Lindsay, but it's too high. Goes out of play. Knights ball. Inbound pass will come from Bell to Tiefenthaler.
Johnson and Wingfield are going to come in for the Tigers. Boswell and Siebenecker out.
Grace Wingfield coming in. Inbound pass comes from Bell to Tiefenthaler. Right side it goes to Houghton. Out to Tiefenthaler. Houghton on the right wing. She hits Pudens to Tiefenthaler. Into the lane, 6-foot jumper, in and out. No good. Rebound, Ramirez. Outlet pass the other end. Lindsay under the basket, off the glass, and she's fouled. I think Franny Glenn maybe with the foul. Pretty sure it will be.
Nice catch by Lindsay.
It was.
Long lead pass from Ramirez.
That's the first on Glenn. 16-0. Lindsay's going to go back to the line. She's 0 of 2 from the line this evening here in the first quarter, actually. Shot is no good.
I think Lindsay might even want to use the glass on her shot, which is not usual for free throws, but the way she releases it, she'd be good candidate to use the glass because she shoots it straight at the bucket, but she needs a little bit.
That one's good.
Help off that glass.
Tigers are on the board. Down to the baseline, it's Houghton, stolen by Kell. She got to the baseline, had nowhere to go with it, Matt. Pressure here in the backcourt. Ramirez across the center stripe. Hits Lindsay in the blocks. And Lindsay's triple team down there and jump ball.
Yeah, Kuemper really substituting freely here in this first quarter.
Yeah.
Players coming in and out at almost every break and play.
A minute and a half to play in the first, 16-1. Knights lead. Tiefenthaler with the ball over to the right side to Overmole. In the corner, quickly underneath the Tiefenthaler, back to Overmole. She drives the left side again, left-handed, off the glass, no good. Ran of a foul on Johnson.
I think the Tigers are doing a little too much overcommitting when the ball goes down the low post. Even the top on the 2-3 are dropping a little bit too low, I think, to help out. They need to stay back onto position a little bit because those kickouts for the threes and rebounds are eluding them.
Tiefenthaler will put it into play from the baseline to Overmole. Quickly over to Hackford. Tries to go underneath to Glenn, but Johnson is there to take it away.
Nice job by Ellison. Anticipate that pass and step in and pick it off.
Ellison Johnson on the left side. Now to Grace Wingfield. Hands it off to Ramirez. All this taking place behind the arc. Then she drives to the blocks. Tries to go underneath, but it's kicked loose. Jump ball. Tigers ball. 50 seconds to play in the first. Does this first quarter seem like it's taking a while?
Yep.
Wow.
Sure does.
Inbound from Ramirez to Johnson underneath is knocked out of play.
Will be Kuemper basketball.
Tiefenthaler. It comes inbound pass from
We've
Overmall to Tiefenthaler.
4 fouls on each team, so we've had quite a bit of fouling.
Right side to Overmall, back to Tiefenthaler. Left side, Hackford for 3. High arching shot, and it's good, Matt.
Yeah, Kuemper.
That's her second 3.
Really taking the Tigers here.
Is that Hackford?
Hackford, yep.
No, yes, that is correct. Ramirez to Wingfield. Kells, top of the key, 19 seconds, 18 seconds. Kells with the ball. She is tied up. This time alternate possession, I believe. We'll give it to the Knights.
Yeah, Tigers just really out of sync here in this game so far. And like I said, they're just going to get to the quarter break here and rehuddle and try to get realigned here for the second quarter.
Hackford, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Left side, Overmall, 6 seconds. She drives to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Kept in play. Actually stepped on the line, I guess. Tigers ball. But 2 seconds remaining in the first. Inbound pass to Ramirez, 1 second. And the Tigers fail to get it off. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 19-1 is our score at the end of the first. Knights lead. We'll be back after this.
I'll have to double check that. Go to Google.
Matt, so we were talking about put a scratch
on the board. Maybe that's more of a baseball term, maybe.
I like it, Matt. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it tonight.
Scratch a run.
This is a basket. Kells to the foul line, out to Lindsay. Right side to Siebenecker. Here we go, second quarter. Tigers working the ball. Lindsay behind the arc, out on the right side. Top key to Boswell, over the left side to Siebenecker. Stolen by Tiefenthaler. 7:40 to play in the half. Simons with the ball. Kylie Simons walks it across center circle. Right side to Houghton. Back to Simons underneath the Tiefenthaler. She's tied up. Simons drives, puts up the little jumper. No good. There's Glenn with the board and the putback. Franny Glenn.
Yeah, Tigers are giving up drives and not rebounding, so got to take one or the other away here.
Boswell to Kells out on the left wing. Pressure from Simons. Then a man, Matt.
Man-to-man, absolutely.
Yeah. Out to Siebenecker. Three-pointer from the left side. No good. Rebound Simons on the backside. 21-1 is our score. Down to the other end, Overmall. She travels, I believe.
Kuemper is backed off on their press now, just picking up man-to-man half court.
Stolen by Simons. Nice anticipation. She takes it to the other end, and Kells hustles down and knocks it out of play. So the Knights will have the ball. End of the game comes Hackford. Overmall takes a seat. Inbound pass to Houghton. Simons. Hackford, top of the key. Over to the right side. Tiefenthaler for three. Off the right side. It's no good. Rebound, Glenn.
Yeah, just Tigers didn't go out that rebound there. Landed between two Tigers, and
Glenn grabbed it.
Yeah, just the ball actually bounced off 10 feet away from it, hit the ground, and Kuemper was able to pick it up.
Tiefenthaler, top of the key for three. It's good. That's Elsa Tiefenthaler. She has, by my count, 8 points in the game.
8 on the board for Tiefenthaler.
Kells, left wing. Just over 6 minutes to play in the half. 24-1 is our score. Right side to Kells. Pressure. Kells drives the baseline, puts it up and in for 2. Casey Kells picks up a couple.
Tigers' first field goal on the game comes 5:56 in the second quarter.
Tiefenthaler taking it to the hoop, draws the foul on Kells, I believe.
Again,
Casey Kells.
Coach Klink, I hope I pronounced his name correctly. He is substituting freely here. It's like a hockey game. They're coming over the boards on the fly, Aaron. There's another term.
Where's the penalty box?
Over the boards. They're coming over the boards on the transition.
Where's the penalty box?
Yeah, where's the
penalty
box? Yeah.
Inbound pass.
There's a good tip there by Jaden Lindsay to deflect that.
Did I ever tell you about my cousin playing basketball?
No.
In Arkansas? I'll tell you the story in a minute. Kells with the ball. Out to Siebenecker.
I mean, I've heard a lot of your Arkansas basketball stories, but not this one.
I guess this is my cousin. He was a piece of work. Kells with the ball. 5.5 minutes to play in the game.
In the quarter.
That's what I meant to say.
I know it's been long. It seems like a game.
It seems like the fourth quarter, Matt. It's only the second. 5:25 to play. So my cousin, Matt, he was not the greatest of athletes, but he was very enthusiastic.
Right. Okay.
And very energetic. He checked into a ball game with a minute 45
in the game
remaining. So he came off the bench. He managed to foul out and get a technical while walking off the court.
He had a productive time. He got his money's worth really quickly, didn't he?
A minute 45, and he managed to foul out and get a technical.
Well, he might have set a school record. That might have been a school record right there.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
If you get in, make it count.
He was a foul waiting to happen.
So there you go. Hackford over the right side to Houghton. Hackford for 3. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by the Knights' Bell. Simons for 3. It's no good. Rebound this time Ellison Johnson.
Ellison got that rebound because she blocked out, so she was able to get the ball off the floor. And there's Siebeneck with a 3.
No good. Rebound Hackford.
Red Oak hasn't shot a lot of threes tonight.
No.
They've only had a couple 2 or 3. They just have not been able, even now with the press off, to be able to get in any offensive rhythm or flow.
Simons takes it down quickly to the baseline to Bell underneath, up and in for 2. I believe that was Schenkelberg. It was
a nice little interior pass there, bounce pass to the teammate, and it was Schenkelberg.
Fouls on Boswell. That's her second.
She's a sophomore.
Schenkelberg.
Get a chance for an and one here.
Aleva Schenkelberg at the line. She has buckets good, so see what she can do with this shot. It's good. Snaps the net with it. Nice backspin on that. 4:42 to play in the half. 27-3 is our score.
Like we said, Kuemper came in this game 0-3, and that was deceiving, and I think absolutely it's deceiving. They have let a season's worth of frustrations out so far here tonight.
Shots blocked by Schenkelberg. Picked up by Simons. Nice block there. Simons down the corner to Hackford. Driving to the hoop is Bell. She's going to be tripped up and fouled.
Yeah, but Tigers got to move the feet a little bit defensively because Kuemper's just driving right around him. And, when you play zone, that doesn't mean you stand. That means you've got to move within your area on that zone and defend.
And at the line is Bell. This is her first opportunity from the line. She has 4 points in the game. Shots good. So I have her for 5 now. But they have.
What do you got?
Well, I don't know.
We always go with your stats.
My stats are unofficial. I want to just reiterate that. My stats are unofficial. I have Bell for 6 points in the game. 4:17 to play in the half, 29-3. Kuemper leads. Kells. I'm going to have a foul on the play.
Kind of a late call there. I think the ref was undecided, but thought he'd go ahead and make the call.
Foul's on Simons. It's her first personal foul. 4:08 to play in the half. Boswell to Ramirez in the backcourt. Kells, just Siebenecker. Kells with the ball. There's Ramirez. Down underneath it goes to Ellison Johnson. She's going to be tied up quickly. Overmall ties her up. Tigers ball. I'm sorry.
Tigers just have not had a lot of shot attempts tonight, Aaron.
They haven't?
Bet you they haven't had 10 shot attempts so far.
Very few. Very few. I said Tigers ball. It's Knights ball. Pudens will take it across the timeline. Pudens at the center circle, right side to Overmole. Out to Pudens, Sierra Pudens. Left side to Tiefenthaler. Inside to Overmole. Baseline, nice move to the bucket that time by Bell. Shot's not there. Jump ball. This time, Tigers keep it.
Yeah, try to take the baseline drive away. That's kind of one of the hallmarks of defense. You just don't want to get beat on the baseline, make the player come back to the middle rather than give that baseline.
Ramirez, just Kells. Kells with a shot, the three, it's good. Casey Kells.
Her second hoop of the night. She's the only one to put the ball through the bucket for the Tigers so far tonight from the field goal.
29-6. Overmole kicks it to Pudens in the lane, down underneath. Shot goes up from Bell, no good. Rebound Schenkelberg, no good. Bell taps it all the way to Pudens, then to Overmole. Left side Tiefenthaler for three, no good. Down underneath, a lot of banging going on.
Ellison Johnson in there battling for the Tigers.
29-6. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound tapped. Kells comes away with it, puts it up, no good. This time it's tapped out of play by the Tigers.
I like the effort the last minute or so by the Tigers. They're scrapping more for the rebounds now. Much better job the last couple minutes here.
And our producer says more energy.
More energy?
More energy.
Maybe they got some Red Bulls in their sports drink or something.
Tiefenthaler.
You ever had a Red Bull?
Never. I mean, I have tasted one, but it's not my deal.
Is it like a soda or is it a fruit drink? I don't know what it is.
They're terrible. That's what they are. The drink, and that's enough for me. Coffee, black coffee for energy drink. For
Black Rifle coffee.
Yep. Prefer the murdered out, but it's good stuff. Inbound pass is tapped out of play by Siebenecker. 29-6. Knights will have the ball. From the baseline, Glenn out to Pudens, looks at the three. Pudens with the ball, 2.5 minutes to play in the half. Tiefenthaler underneath the Glenn, tapped loose and picked up by Overmole. No good. There's the Schenkelberg, rather. I thought that was Bell. Schenkelberg put it up, no good. Rebound for the Tigers. Johnson comes away with it, then across the timeline. Ramirez, three-pointer from Siebenecker is no good. Out of play, Tigers ball.
Yeah, Tigers just not shooting the ball well. Like we said, they've come in. They've been a pretty good three-point shooting team, in fact, leading the conference, but just not there tonight, at least not so far.
Inbound pass to Tiefenthaler. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button while you're there. We would appreciate that greatly. Pudens for three. No good. It's out of play. Tigers ball. Yep. It's very quiet in the gym this evening.
Yeah, there's a pretty decent crowd from Kuemper, I would say. That's a long drive
That's
down.
a long haul. That's a long haul.
When you can sit home and watch this great TV HD of KCSI.
Yeah, absolutely. Top of the key, Glenn over to the right side to Ramirez. Pudens interface there. Boswell. Lindsay behind the arc. Siebenecker with the ball at the top of the key. Goes right side to Ramirez. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds. Boswell puts it up. How many threes has Boswell attempted here tonight? Not many.
Yeah, 2 or 3. They've done a good job. Let's say the report is out now, so you know you've had 3 or 4 games statistically, and other teams can see that, and they know who your shooters are, so they're covering up well on Olivia tonight defensively.
Pudens drives to the hoop, puts it up, no good. There's Franny Glenn with the board and the putback. She's fouled. The bucket's no good, but she is fouled and will go to the line for 2.
Kuemper really just doing a great job offensive glass. They have just really eaten Red Oak up on the offensive glass tonight.
At the line is Franny Glenn. First opportunity from the line here this evening. 2-shot opportunity. It's no good. Glenn, a really good volleyball player too, Matt.
Is she?
Yeah. You wouldn't know that. You weren't there.
I have not been to too many
not,
volleyball games.
We had this up on the end, up high when we were there broadcasting.
Second shot is good for Glenn.
Yep. It's 1 of 2. 30-6. Down on the left side it goes to Siebenecker. Kells to Boswell, now to Siebenecker. She comes around into the lane, kicks it out to Ramirez for three. It's no good. Goes out of play. The Knights just let it bounce out of play. 49 seconds remaining in the half. 30-6 is our score. Knights lead. And we'll pass to Tiefenthaler.
You know, you look at the schedule a little bit, not to make any excuses here, but this is what Red Oak's 7th game on his young season, already compared to 4, only the 4th game for Kuemper. You wonder if Coach Johnson talked earlier this week about fatigue a little bit. You wonder if fatigue is set in just a little bit now early in the season with this really a rash of heavy games here in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks have been just, like you say, it's just been a lot.
Because there's a noticeable lack of energy tonight with the Tiger girls.
Pudens with 2. 32-6, 12 seconds counting. 10 seconds on the board. Kells, 5 seconds. Casey Kells to Boswell, 3 seconds. Siebenecker gets it up as it goes no good. And it's going to do it for the first half. 32-6 at the end of the first half, and we'll be back right after these messages. Halftime varsity girls play. Let me tell you, or give you some stats here at half. And for the visiting Knights here this evening, Sierra Pudens has 2 points on the evening. Elsa Tiefenthaler with 8 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Carson Overmall with 4 points. Aliva Schinkelberg has 3 points, 1 of 1 from the foul line. Charlotte Hackford with 6 points. That's 2 3-pointers. Lauren Bell has 6 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. And Franny Glenn with 3 points, and Franny is 1 of 2 from the foul line. The Knights lead 32-6 at half, and we will be back and look at the stats for the Red Oak Tigers right after this. At half, the Red Oak Tigers, Jaden Lindsay has 1 point, 1 of 4 from the foul line. Casey Kells with 5 points for the Tigers, including 1 3-pointer.
Well,
1 3-pointer.
Well, we're going to have a running clock for most of the second half, but I think what it is for Red Oak girls here is energy and effort. I mean, that's where this is at in the second half, putting forth better effort and energy here in the second half.
Now, this is one of those times that we've talked about. Don't look at the scoreboard. Go out and go hard and play hard each and every play. That's what needs to happen.
And like I said, we've covered all these girls' games, and they have shown tremendous progression. And tonight in the first half, just it's not there. And like I said, I don't know if the games have caught up with them. This is their 7th game, we said, and that's 7 games in how many days? 14 days.
Yeah,
that's a lot of basketball. So,
yeah.
That's kind of what it is. There's I noticed for also the boys, there just seems to be a really heavy loaded schedule before Christmas. I don't recall that way back in the day there was that much. It seemed like the majority of the schedule came after the holidays. But nowadays, like I say, most of these teams almost have half their schedule done by the time we get to Christmas break. That's a lot of basketball in a 4-week period.
They have a 22-game schedule, and they're going to have 9 or 10 games by break. Yep. So, yeah, pretty heavy loaded right here at the first. This is a lot of basketball.
I mean 3 games a night. I mean, that's what they've been averaging. 3 games a week, excuse me. That's what they've been averaging. I mean, that's, on top of that, you have practice, you have school, and all the other things that go with it. That's a lot. Again, that's not an excuse. I mean, I'm not making excuses here. I'm just saying it's a reality of what it is.
We're at halftime. Varsity girls play. Let me tell you what happened in junior varsity girls play, man. You know what? It may be one of the best junior varsity performances. Now, the Tigers lost in 2 quarters, 33-22, but the junior varsity team looked really good.
Yeah. Didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I was going to say Red Oak wrestlers are competing in the Dan Christian Invitational in Central Decatur. Our KCSI reporter, Summer Sandholm, is on the spot. She will be giving us updates as soon as I think they're waiting the semifinal and finals matches this evening. And the Red Oak bowlers were in Council Bluffs today.
Yes. Yep.
See if Coach Nordine has emailed us anything.
I heard your rap on that. So, yeah, Tigers all over here.
From an email from Coach Nordine yet? Do not see one.
All right. We're going to take a break, Matt. We'll come back with second half right Red Oak. Varsity girls play. Tigers will have the ball. So what do the Knights need to just keep trucking, doing what you're doing?
Well, the coach at Klink is getting a lot of his players in, rotating a lot of good game time for all his players.
Matt, I think he's literally played all of his players so far here in the first half.
Yeah, they're just rotating. There's a shot by Siebenecker.
No good. Rebound, Overmole.
There's going to be a running clock here soon, so players. And
shot goes off the glass. Nice job there. That was Lauren Bell for 2.
And again, Kuemper just beating Red Oak down the floor there, quickness and getting down the court.
34-6 is our score. Out on the top of the key, Ellison Johnson. Now to Ramirez. It's Johnson. Man pressure continues. Siebenecker to Boswell out on the left side. Now to Johnson. Down to the baseline to Boswell. Siebenecker for 3.
There's good ball movement by the Tigers there against that defense.
They took the shot clock down to 4 seconds on that possession. Over to the left side, it goes to Overmole. Back to Tiefenthaler. Into the lane she goes. Underneath the Glenn. Fouled by Ramirez, I believe. 2-shot opportunity here. That is on Ramirez. That's number 2 from Merced. Frandy Glenn goes to the line. She's 1 of 2 in the ball game so far. Has 3 points. Shot from Glenn is no good. .6:57 to play in the third. 34-6 is our score. And at the line, Glenn's second shot up, and it gets this one. 35-6. Ramirez with the ball across the center stripe. Left side to Siebenecker. To Lindsay. She bounces it underneath to. There was a bounce pass, Matt. She missed that. Ramirez for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down.
So,
Bell.
As this game, there's good deflection there by James Lindsay. Carroll people know this. This is for you, Aaron. Name the current NBA head coach who played basketball, Kuemper.
Can't do that. I don't keep up with NBA.
And was an NBA world champion coach.
Don't keep up with NBA, period, at all. I can't tell you.
Nick Nurse.
Okay.
He is a head coach now of the Philadelphia 76ers, but he was the coach of the Toronto Raptors when they won the NBA championship in 2019. He's a Kuemper
reminds me, Matt. Houghton, top of the key to Overmole. Over left side to Tiefenthaler. Last year when we were traveling around, going to games, doing games, you always had a great bit of insight and wisdom from each community.
I don't know if it's wisdom, Aaron.
Yeah, that's a big word.
It's just
maybe
trivia.
not wisdom.
Trivia. Tidbits.
Yeah.
But Nurse, I'll give you one more little tidbit. Nick Nurse played at UNI collegiately, and I said he's now a big-time NBA coach. But when he coached at Toronto, one of his players, and he's still there, is OG Anunoby. And that young man played for Indiana Hoosiers, and he is from Jefferson City, Missouri.
You know him.
Know him well. Not know him well. Know his dad pretty well. Great young man, but I saw him play all the way from high school up, and it was kind of ironic that
Overmole.
Nice shot there by Overmole. That he wound up in the same team as a coach from Southwest Iowa. But there is some information for you.
It's a tidbit for you. Lindsay with the ball out on the left side. Now to Siebenecker. She comes around the arc to Ramirez. 5:36 to play in the third. Scores 38-6. Siebenecker loses the handle on it. On the floor, scrapping for it. We're going to have a jump ball. Five for 5 here, Matt.
I'm telling you, it's a hockey line shift.
They are
shift change.
Getting them all the players getting playing time here this evening. Inbound pass to Boswell. Out to Siebenecker. Lindsay. Ramirez, top of the key. No good. Rebound, Johnson. Johnson to Boswell, left side for 3. It's good. Olivia Boswell.
Olivia gets one to go. Her first 3-pointer of the night. But second chance opportunity there was created by Ellison Johnson tracking down that rebound.
38-9 is our score. Out top of the key, Simons with the ball. Back to Hackford. Pudens top of the key, left side Simons. Behind the arc. Pudens top of the key, drives down the right side, then back top of the key to Hackford. near the center circle over the left side. Simons looks at the three, fakes it, drives in the lane, little jumper. She'll be fouled by Siebenecker. Fouls on Siebenecker. First personal.
I thought Merced had the block cleanly. Must have got the body.
I think Siebenecker got her on the body.
On the shot.
And Simons will go to line. This is her first opportunity from the line here this evening. Shots up and in. It's good for Kaylee Simons. 4:47 to play in the third. Second shot from Simons. She snaps the net with that one as well. Good job by Simons.
Red Oak Hall of Famer lives in Carroll. My buddy Todd Tigern, class of 83. Red Oak Hall of Famer, lives up in Carroll. You might be listening tonight.
Shot from Ramirez, and we're going to have a jump ball.
All his kids go to Carroll High, I think.
Okay. He played with you?
He did. He was our center.
Did you still
6'6". He was 6'6", and we had 6'6", 6'5", 6'6", and we weren't even the tallest team in the conference back then.
We don't seem to get that anymore.
No.
So, 4.5 minutes to play in the third. Pudens to Simons out on the left side. Back top key to Pudens. There's Hackford in the lane. Out to Pudens. She takes, standing on the line. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Schinkelberg puts it up, no good. And Tigers come away with it this time. 4:09 to play in the third. Knights lead 40-9. Top key to Boswell. Round the arc with the ball. Lindsay tries to get it to Ramirez. It's knocked loose. Jump ball. Tigers ball.
Yep. You have all your Christmas shopping done?
Me? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
That means your wife has done it all. She's got all the shopping.
I'm done. I've completely finished the tree. The presents are wrapped, and I even have them under the tree, and I even have stuff in the stockings.
You did not participate in any of that.
All of my gifts are wrapped and under the tree.
Melanie did all this. You're just sitting here claiming credit on the radio. No.
Well, yes, that's my Christmas shopping.
Did you give me my gift yet?
Yeah. I got you your gift. Mm-hmm. You said my Christmas. That's my Christmas. You didn't ask how I achieved it.
True.
Tapped. Ramirez picks it up. She's fouled by Pudens. Sierra Pudens. That's her first.
We need to talk about Arkansas-Nebraska volleyball.
I mentioned
Aaron brought that up. Yeah,
being the volleyball fan that you are, Matt.
Evidently, there's some sort of tournament going on in volleyball.
And I know you'll probably go watch that.
When does volleyball season end? That's what I'd like to know. Never ends. Nice turnaround by Ellison. I love that by Ellison Johnson. She went one way, came back. Good footwork there by Ellison. We've talked all year about Ellison working on improving her low post game, and there was a good shot there by her.
Simons, Hackford in the corner. She can shoot the three, and it gets the shooter's roll on that one.
Nice high release, high arcing shot.
That's our third three-point of the ball game.
Yeah, Kuemper playing real well tonight.
43-11 is our score. Kuemper leads with 3 minutes to play in the third. Ramirez, top of the key with the ball. Around the left side to Boswell. Drives the baseline, has it knocked loose. Tigers keep it. Here we go.
5 more coming in for Kuemper. And that makes some sense if you just want to maintain some continuity between your rotation teams, rather than subbing 1 or 2 in, you just bring in a whole new group at one time, and they can settle in as a group.
Inbound pass to Grace Wingfield. Top of the key, Wingfield to Ramirez. Down to Lindsay. Back to Ramirez, left side Kells. Kells puts up the...
Casey Kells.
What, about a 15-footer, Matt, from Kells?
Casey having a strong game. That's her third bucket tonight.
43-13 is our score.
How many points you have for Casey? 6?
I have Casey for 8.
8 points. She had 3 buckets? She must have 2 free throws.
She had a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer in the first half. Shot from
Kells with the rebound.
There you go, Casey. And the rebound, Ramirez. She takes it left to right across the center stripe. Down the baseline to Lindsay.
Good hustle there by Ellison Johnson.
Nice job. That's what you like to see.
There you go.
Ramirez with the shot from the top. No good. Rebound underneath is Franny Glenn.
And Ellison got up off the floor and went down 4 for the rebound, too. So
I like
better
this.
effort here in the second half by the Tigers.
Without a doubt. Overmole out on the left side. Hits Houghton. Baseline it goes to Bell for 2. No good. Rebound Ramirez. Right side. Kells. Into Wingfield out on the left wing. Kells for 3.
I don't know Casey Kells.
No good. Rebound pulled down this time by Bell. She takes it right to left across the center stripe, then down to the blocks, picks up her dribble. Tiefenthaler's open for 3 from the top. It's no good. Rebound Glenn. Back up, no good. Tapped and picked up by Lindsay.
I think Ramirez might have disrupted that shot a little bit from Glenn for the Tigers.
Left side to Lindsay. Top of the key. Down underneath. Johnson spins, puts it up. Nice job by Ellison Johnson.
You can tell she just came one way and she got her feet set, planted, and spun back the other way. Again, 2 good low post offensive moves from Ellison Johnson.
And draws the foul. That foul will be on Franny Glenn. That's her second personal.
I know we've been singing the praises of Ellison but all year, but here in the second half she's really come alive. And she creates, the reason she gets that, she creates a lot too many opportunities for herself by her strong offensive rebounding play. She's second in the Hawkeye 10 in offensive rebounds.
She has a knack for
nice
being
shot from the free throw line, too.
That was just a great play right there.
Yeah.
All the way around for Ellison. Nice to see that. 54 seconds to play in the third. Knights lead 43-16. Simons to Hackford out on the left side. Simons, top of the key. Goes to Derrickson. Simons. She drives in the lane, loses a handle. Picked up by Schenkelberg for 2.
Yeah, just kind of unfortunate there for the Tigers. They deflected it, but it went to Schenkelberg, and she puts it in.
28 seconds and counting here in the third. Knights lead 45-16. Grace Wingfield. Top of the key to Kells. Down the left side of the lane she goes. Again, running jumper, no good. Rebound Schenkelberg.
Almost went for Casey.
9 seconds. Simons with the ball. Gets it to Hackford. 6 seconds. Top of the key Simons for 3. It's good.
Nice shot.
Kaylee Simons for 3 as the buzzer expires at the end of 3. It's 48-16, and we will be back right after this.
Better quarter there by the Tigers.
Much better.
A little more offensive execution and a little bit better energy and effort, and I think that's kind of what we talked about at halftime, coming out, forgetting about the scoreboard and just putting forth better energy and effort, and that happened there for the Tigers in the third quarter.
Putin's with the ball in the corner. Have a foul.
I think they're going to say stepped out
No,
of bounds. Yeah.
would that be the sideline?
Yeah, but I think the Tigers kind of double trapped, did a good job trapping down that corner there, so Tigers create a turnover there.
Tigers ball, Boswell for 3. Good, Olivia Boswell.
Second three-pointer in the night for Olivia. Tigers coming alive here in the second half.
48-19. Putin's out on the right side, then to Simons. Inside it goes to Derrickson. Putin's looks inside. She's at the baseline, right side. Simons. There's Derrickson, high post. Putin's for 3. No good. Rebound Boswell. Hackford gets in there I think it commits the foul, actually.
Yeah. Actually, Olivia had good position there. That creates that foul because the Kuemper player had to come over her to reach for the ball and committed a foul.
Ramirez to Boswell. Left side to Siebenecker. Ramirez takes it in the lane. Little jumper. It's good for 2.
Tigers now looking much more effective on the offensive end. Nice little step in there, little kind of jump, little running shot there from Merced went through.
Hackford out on the corner, still be tied up. Siebenecker.
Good effort there by Siebenecker fighting for that loose ball. So
Tight.
you've seen the Tigers a better effort create 2 turnovers here now with their defensive effort. So
48-21 is our score.
you know, if the Tigers were playing man-to-man defense, it'd be impossible to play man-to-man because Kuemper has been swapping out players.
5 for 5.
You wouldn't know who you're guarding.
It is.
It's best they're playing zone.
You don't note a lot of drop-off between the two squads when they come in and out either, Matt. That's a good position to be in.
Nice.
Kills, top of the key. It's going to be tapped and goes out of play. Tigers maintain possession.
So I think at one time it was 29-1.
1.
So Tigers have outscored them 21-19 since that time frame when that was.
Much better for the Tigers. Boswell down to the baseline, kicks it to Lindsay off the glass, no good. Rebound, nice board there by Bell to Tiefenthaler. She takes it across the center stripe. Houghton, Tiefenthaler, top the key, skips it to the corner to Overmole. Into the lane, jumper, one-handed up, no good. Rebound, Bell, back up, no good. And Boswell comes away with it for Red Oak.
I think Kuemper, being honest, Kuemper has not pressed either since that first, second quarter. So that has made a huge difference here for the Tigers to be able to offensively execute.
Ramirez puts it up, no good. Rebound, Tiefenthaler. She's fouled.
Yeah, fouled there by Emily. But yeah, that press, the Tigers just couldn't get it up in the first or second quarter against that press, and then even when they did, they hurried up their offense on the end and just really had a difficult time. And
you have any report from that wrestling?
I'll check in with our reporter on the scene.
Over to the right side to Houghton. Knocked loose. Scrapping for it. We're going to have a jump ball, I believe.
What'd you see?
Oh, the official and Tristan tried to call a timeout quick there.
Didn't grant the timeout?
Didn't grant it to him. Official looked at him. Tristan gave him the old shrug. Well, tried. So, Houghton in the corner goes to Glenn underneath the Tiefenthaler. Knocked loose, and then Overmole into the lane. She's really good at that shot right there.
Now, see, there's a great job by Ellison to box out, but the only problem is she boxed out so quickly. Overmole was still up in the air with her shot, so that's going to create an and one, but she had the right idea there, and she's saying, Coach, I'm doing.
Ellison has 4. A shot from Overmole is good. I have Overmole for 9, 10
pretty
points.
balanced scoring. It looks like they've got 2 or 3 people, players in double figures.
Yes.
No one really is going out with a high scoring output. Just pretty much everybody chipping in for Kuemper.
Try to go to Ellison at the baseline, and she's going to.
It's going to be off Kuemper.
Yeah.
I think either she might have accidentally crossed paths with Ellison there, but the ball goes out of bounds. That's what we got here. So here's what I have from the Dan Christian Invitational, where the Tiger boys are wrestling. Kyler Sandholm won his semifinal match. He will be wrestling in the finals. I believe that's at 144 weight class. And then Nolan Perrin is in the semifinals tonight. Hey. His match is coming up. So Nolan Perrin will have, and I think that's 184.
No, he's more than that. He's been wrestling up heavyweight. That's what he's been wrestling. Now I don't know if he'll be there tonight. Know where he's wrestling, but Tiefenthaler for 3, no good. Nolan was one of the ESPN sports reporters.
He was.
He's
multi-talented. He can broadcast. He can wrestle. It's just has all the talent there.
Did he get that from his dad or his mom?
Well, he gets all his athletic talent from his mom. Probably his broadcasting from his dad.
There you go. You know, you broadcasted with Mr. Perrin. Do we have a timeout on the court? I need to pay attention.
Way back.
51-21 is our score of 4.5 minutes to play in the ball game.
Yeah, Nolan's 215. Kyler's 138. So Kyler Sandholm's in the finals at the 138-pound weight level at the Dan Christensen, and Nolan Perrin will be having a semifinal match 215.
Matt, the Tigers have looked much better here of late in this last quarter or so this evening. But like you said, good point though. The Knights did pull that press off.
I mean, the Tigers are going to have to solve that press because that's just. I mean, you can't really say you're improving a team unless. And we saw little signs of it tonight. I thought they did a better job of where the people needed to be on the press. They had Jaden Lindsay in the middle of the floor. They tried to pass the ball more so than dribble it up into bad angles. But you got to make good passes. You got to make the right passes. They're trying to throw passes over the top, and that's very difficult to do in a press. You're looking for a bounce pass or a short little quick pass on those full court presses.
Siebenecker for three off the right wing is no good. Rebound pulled down. Franny Glenn with the board. Gets it to Tiefenthaler. Here we go. Right to left across center stripe. Tiefenthaler at center circle for Kuemper. Out to Overmole. Left side to Houghton. Behind the arc. Skips it across. Tiefenthaler into the right elbow. Houghton, little 5-footer, no good. Glenn with the board. Back to Houghton.
Good ball movement here. No one hardly's even dribbling it. They pass around. That's a hard thing to get a shot off on a wing pass without it. Just catch it and all in motion and shoot. That's a good job there by the Kuemper player.
Overmole. Good ball player. She has 11.
I've always said, the coach told me once, Coach Martinez said, Davis, you can never outrun the basketball. Pass it. It's a quicker way to move the ball. And he's right.
Yeah.
Passing the ball is a much more quicker, efficient way to get the ball around the offense and dribbling it around.
Out top of the key, Boswell with the ball. Drives down the left side of the baseline. It's blocked. Tigers come away with it. Siebenecker. DeKells on the back cut. Matt, you're going to like that one.
Yeah, nice back cut.
Ellison Johnson gets the board. She goes back up with it and is fouled, I think, on Schinkelberg.
Yep.
It is on Schinkelberg.
Yeah, nice back cut by Casey Kelser. Recognized that was there. Pass came to her, didn't get the shot, but, of course, Ellison Johnson's there for another offensive rebound. Ellison is going to maintain and not increase that offensive rebounding lead in Hawkeye 10.
Shot from Johnson is up. It's no good.
Stay on the line. Always follow through on your shot release at the free throw line. Put your foot right on that nail there and line it up.
Johnson at the line.
Nice
this
good
one's
shot.
good.
How many points does Ellison have? 8?
2, 4, 6.
6 points.
Simons to Hackford in the corner. Back to Simons. Underneath it goes to Derrickson. She's tied up. Jump ball.
So also here's some more information from our KCSI field reporter Summer Sandholm. Dayton Gussman at 132. He will be wrestling for 7th place. And Joshua Lorette at 144 and Andrew Johnson are wrestling consolation semifinal matches tonight.
Simons gets whistled for the foul.
So it sounds like Sandholm is through to the finals and Perrin has a chance to get through to the finals, which will come up later tonight. Most of those wrestling tournaments are on a Saturday, I thought. But they had this one on a Friday. Am I correct? Aren't most of the wrestling meets on a Saturday?
No, they're all the time.
They can meet during the day. They miss school. I mean, they were over there.
Well, tournaments are quads.
Well, this isn't a quad. It's an actual
tournament.
This is a
tournament?
Yeah.
They do them through the week. Putin's with the ball out on the left side to Hackford. Some of them are multi-day, like the KC Stampede and the John Jay. That one's a multi-day tournament.
Oh, it is? The John Jay's a Friday, Saturday thing?
Yeah, it's a big one. 29 teams, I think, are going to be at that or something.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
just huge.
Putin's in the lane for 2. Sierra Putin's nice job there by the Knights.
The Kuemper's been flirting with a 35-point differential. They're right on the verge of it. The Tigers have been kind of fending that off here.
Ramirez to Siebenecker. Out of Boswell. Underneath it goes to Kells. It's knocked loose, but she chases it down out behind the arc. Siebenecker round to the right side. Hands it off to Kells.
Get up. Run.
Putin's chases it down. Takes it, puts it off the glass, and we're going to foul on the play.
Kells. She gets up and hustles down and tries to take the charge. Man, Casey Kells.
She hustles.
She really does. She's been she's been engaged in this game and from the get-go.
56-22 is our score with 2:13 to play in the ball game.
Stick around. We're going to have the boys game coming up here. Whether it takes about 15, 20 minutes between games usually for them. And we'll have a team that many predict will be the title favorite in the Hawkeye 10, the Kuemper Knight boys basketball program.
Sierra Pudens at the line. Shot is up and no good for Pudens. Jump ball, Tigers ball. Inbound pass will come from Johnson. This is Natalie Johnson. To Grace Wingfield. To Natalie Johnson. Top of the key with the ball. Just over 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Mario Ramirez into the ball game now. Caden Wingfield comes into the foul line. Has it knocked loose by Pudens. Pudens grabs it, takes it to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Hackford back up, no good. Tap this time, chased down by Simons behind the arc, out to Hackford over on the right side. She drives to the baseline, then backs out behind the arc, top of the key to Simons. Hackford, she's open for three. She can shoot the three, and goodness gracious.
And with that bucket, Kipper gets above that, I believe, 35-point threshold with only a minute 26 to go in the game.
Caden Wingfield with the ball, or Grace Wingfield rather, tapped loose by Simons. She pulls up out on the left wing.
Does a good job to let traffic clear there and sets up the offense.
Inside it goes to Derrickson off the glass, no good. Rebound Derrickson at the foul line, now to Pudens. She drives into lane, puts up the little 6-foot jumper, it's no good. Hackford keeps, nope, she stepped on the baseline. She tried to walk the baseline and keep it in play, but couldn't do it.
Tried to walk the line?
Little Johnny Cash reference.
Johnny Cash reference for you.
I'm happy that you know that, man.
Yeah.
He's one of my faves, you know that.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Out on the left side, it goes to Ryberg for three. No good. Bounces out of play. Knights ball. Clock's running. 38 seconds and counting. 59-22 is the score. Simons,
and I think Kuemper just
going to back off here. I think that's what it looks like to me.
Dribble the clock out of here. Maybe they'll run a little offense. We'll see.
59-22 is our score. Pudens, 13 seconds. Hackford for three. It's no good. Rebound underneath. Back up and in for two. Two seconds. Shot goes up. No good. 61-22. That's our final. 61-22. Kuemper with the victory. We're going to take a break, and we will be back after this.
Sometimes that's going to happen with a team that been a work in progress. You're going to have nights where you just don't shoot well. I mean, it's going to happen. So.
Well, it seemed like the second half, though, was much better than the first half.
Yeah, we talk a lot about confidence. I don't care if you miss 100 shots. Believe that you're going to make the 101st. That's just who I am. That's who I want these girls to be. They don't have a lot of confidence in basketball, but that's what we're trying to build. And I thought we played well. I thought we got after it a lot harder on defense. We were crashing boards. We were boxing people out. And we shot better. So
I thought Casey Kells gave you the effort the whole game. And I thought Ellison Johnson made a couple of nice low post moves. I'm assuming that's something you guys have been really working on with Ellison and low post moves.
Yeah, definitely. Casey's 110% all the time. I mean, every time.
Just how she goes.
Yeah, that's just how she goes. I mean, she's a lot like her sister. Her sister went 110. It's a great work ethic. Ellison, great job down low. She had a couple post moves. Dale and Carter have been working hard after practice with it. And sometimes she has to think a little bit. We told her at half, like, don't think they're going to crash hard on you. Just go. Trust yourself and go. And I thought we did much better at that.
Very good. Coach Johnson, thanks for coming up and visiting with us. Who's next?
Riverside on Thursday next week, and then Harlan Friday. So
2 games next week, but you get a little bit of break. You don't play till Thursday.
You get 3 practices. It'll be nice to have that.
Absolutely.
So very good. Yep.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Head coach of the Red Oak Tigers, Tristan Johnson, with us, and I do thank Coach Johnson for coming up. Let me give you some stats here before we get into boys play. In this ball game, again, it was Kuemper Catholic with the victory, 61-22. Kylie Simmons, 5 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Sierra Pudens had 4 points, 0 of 2 from the foul line. 11 points for Elsa Tiefenthaler, 11 points, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Carson Overmole with 10 points, 1 of 1 from the foul line for Carson Overmole. Olivia Schinkelberg with 5 points, 1 of 1 from the foul line. Charlotte Hackford had 12 points in the ball game. All of those 3-pointers, 12 points in the ball game. Lauren Bell finishes with 8 points and 2 of 2 from the foul line for Bell. And it looks like Franny Glenn finishes with 4 points in the contest and is 2 of 4 from the foul line. That's the Kuemper Catholic Knights. For the Red Oak Tigers, Jaden Lindsay, 1 point, 1 of 4 from the foul line. Olivia Boswell, 6 points in the contest and 2 personal fouls. Casey Kells, 8 points, 3 personal fouls. Merced Ramirez has 2 points in the ball game, and Ellison Johnson with 6 and 2 of 3 from the foul line. Those are your stats for the Red Oak Tigers, and it was again Kuemper Catholic 61, Red Oak 22 in varsity girls play. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with varsity boys after this. Karen West along with Matt Davis. Matt, Red Oak Tigers and the Kuemper Knights varsity boys on the court warming up. What do you expect here between these two teams?
Well, it's going to be interesting because this is a team, the Kuemper Knights, that many predicted to be one of the Hawkeye 10 title favorites here. Comparing and contrasting what the Tigers have seen so far this year. Of course, we saw a Corinna team that's not overly skilled, but tremendous tenacity, aggressive defense. We saw a Lewis Central team that is big and physical, and I think if you had to classify Kuemper, you'd say them probably the most skilled and talented. This is a team that has multiple guys that can shoot the basketball. These are guys that are highly skilled in terms of the ability to get to the bucket and to shoot the ball. So, but also I think the Tigers physically match up a little bit better with Kuemper than they certainly did with Lewis Central with their size. But Kuemper comes into this game, and they are 2-1 on this season. Their head coach is Sean Minahan. They've lost to Carroll, a crosstown rival, opening game of the season. They've beaten Denison and Harlan already, so two good programs right there. Last year, this team was 18-7, Aaron. They made it all the way to the state quarterfinals in Des Moines for losing that first-round game. So this is a team that's tested and got a lot of those players back. They beat Red Oak last year 52-41. That game was obviously up in Carroll. Some of the returners here, and this is a team is loaded with offensive players led by Michael Casper Bauer, 14 points per game. DJ Vanami, do you pronounce that correct?
That's
Senior,
correct.
10 points per game. Sophomore Brock Batting, 8 points per game. Tegan, how you pronounce it? Tegan Biter?
It's Tregan Biter.
Tregan Biter, 12 points per game. And Carson Can, 10 points per game.
That's Kenny.
Kenny, thank you, sir. They average 70 points per game offensively, give up 58 points per game defensively, shooting 44% from the field as a team, Aaron. 37% from the three-point line and 67% from the free throw line. Those are all percentages, by far the highest percentage we've seen of any team we played so far this year. They average 24 rebounds per game, 9 turnovers, pretty high foul totals, 17 fouls per game for Kuemper Knights. But excuse me, but that is the breakdown of the Kuemper Knights.
All right. We'll take a break and we'll come back after this. Kendrick Lamar, I believe, Matt. The music.
Kendrick Lamar.
And we were having a little discussion here.
Sounds like
if you were gonna do the music, who would you throw in there for pregame music?
Well, obviously you'd start with an 80s genre, working a little of the more urban country rock genre.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Matt. Talk to me about the Red Oak Tigers.
Red Oak Tigers coming in, averaging 64 points a game, giving up 64 points per game, shooting 38% from the field as a team, 23% from the three-point line as a team, and 74% from that free throw line. So they've really upped their free throw percentage here in the last couple games. Tigers committing 15 turnovers per game, getting 36 rebounds per game, 20 fouls per game. So, you do the math, that's 5 per quarter, and that means the Tigers are always flirting with that bonus situation every quarter. Leading the Tigers, of course, their all-time school scoring leader who broke that record in the last game against Shenandoah. That's Max DeVries, 24 points per game. Hunter Gillen, 14 points per game. Brighton Bergen, 5 points per game. And Cyrus Minson, 7 points per game, are leading offensive threats for the Tigers. One note on the Tigers team, Hunter Gillen's been battling kind of a leg injury. We noticed that in that Shenandoah game. He's going to give it a go tonight, but he's been battling an ankle and leg injury this year, so we'll just have to see how effective Hunter is out on the court tonight. But we'll have a matchup tonight, I think, of two teams that are pretty skilled in terms of being able to create offensively. As far as the keys to the game here, I'm really curious to see this, whether, Red Oak likes to press and have a frantic pace. I don't think that gets it done tonight against this good ball-handling shooting team. So I don't know what Coach DeVries will come up with, whether it can be more of a solid half-court man or what you're going to throw out there. The same with Kuemper. See if they're going to press. I think these teams want to get up and down the court and run. My guess is that's what Red Oak will do. That's what they like to do. So we could have a high-scoring game here.
All right, should be a good one. Again, if you're anywhere in the Red Oak area, you have plenty of time to come on down and watch a basketball game, varsity boys game upcoming here on KCSI. You can go over to our YouTube channel and watch it there. So here you go, Matt. At 113, Junior Ramos.
This is the Dan Christensen Invitational for Red Oak Tigers.
Dan Christensen Invitational. Junior Ramos at 113 will be wrestling for 7th. At 132, Dayton Gooseman will be wrestling for 7th. At 138, Kyler Sandholm wrestling to be the champion at first place. Joshua Lorette will wrestle in the Constellation semifinal. That's at 144. At 165, Baz Clear will wrestle for 7th. 175, Andrew Johnson wrestling a Consultation semifinals match. 120, Caleb Ransom wrestles for 7th place. And at 215, Nolan Perrin will wrestle in the Consolation semifinals. Thanks to your sideline reporter there and the Dan Christensen Invitational. All right. We'll take a break. Again, you can go over to our YouTube channel and watch it there. Go to YouTube, and then in the search bar and YouTube, search for KCSI Radio, and you can find it and watch it there. Listen to it here, whatever works best for you. But if while you're doing so, make note of our sponsors and tell them thank you when you have the opportunity. Drop them a little note, stop in, do some business with them, and tell them thank you for sponsoring sports here on KCSI. Aaron West along with Matt Davis. Melanie West is here as well. Looking at the reserves for the visiting Kuemper Catholic Knights. Benjamin Gherkin, a senior at 6'1". You have Jace Hoffman, a senior, 5'11". Jack Batting as a sophomore, 5'10". Ryan Sundrup is junior, 5'10". You have Brock Batting, a sophomore, 6'1". Hans Kraus is a senior, 6 foot. Colby Pudens, a senior, 5'9". And John Antoffer is a junior, 6'2". Those are your reserve starters for the Knights. Michael Kasperbauer, senior, 5'11". You have Carson Canny, a junior, 5'11". Tragan Biter is a junior, 6 foot. DJ Vanami is a senior, 6'4". And Carter Putney is a senior at 6'2". Those are your starters for the Knights. For the Red Oak Tigers, reserves include Carson Roeder, a freshman, 5'6". Ethan Faust, a sophomore, 6'2". Mason Fisher, a sophomore, 5'8". Landon Gigstad, a senior, 6'4". Reese Montgomery, a freshman, 6'4". Tyler Beeson, a senior, 6'4". Weston Kaus, a freshman, 5'9". Brandon Hernandez, a senior, 6'1". Caden Foster, a senior, 6 foot. Bennett Johnson, a senior, 6'2". Peyton Echternaw is a senior, 6'4". And Jack Schmedke round out your reserves for the Red Oak Tigers. Starters for the Red Oak Tigers this evening, I believe, will be Hunter Golan. Like Matt said, battling a bit of an injury. He'll see if he gives it a go, but we have him listed. Brighton Bergeron, a senior, 6'3". Cyrus Minson, a senior, 6'5". Max DeVries, a senior, 6'4". And Braden Sifford, junior, 5'10". Those are your starters. Should be a good one, you think, Matt?
We should have an offensive game tonight, I think, Aaron. Both these teams are just what you see on paper. You're going to think, yeah, they're going to be able to get the ball to go through the bucket tonight. So,
what's the record for the Knights here?
The Knights are 2-1. On the year, and like I said, they have lost at crosstown rival Carroll, and they've beaten Dennis and Harlan. Anytime you beat Harlan in basketball, that's a attention grabber.
Certainly so. We're going to have introductions. We're going to step away, and we will be back with the opening tip right after this. introductions. Had the hype video for the Red Oak Tigers.
You know, I'm old enough to remember when Omaha had affiliated with Kansas City, had the Kansas City Omaha Kings. We would go up and watch all kinds of NBA games when I was a kid up in Omaha. We'd see the Celtics, the Lakers. We saw John Havlicek in the Celtics and Pete Maravich play. And
he's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, he played for the New Orleans Jazz, and I remember watching him play. Nate Tiny Archibald played for the Kansas City Omaha Kings.
Yeah.
But, that was look back on that was the early 70s. But, of course, now they've moved all the way to Kansas City, and then they moved out to Sacramento. They're the Sacramento Kings now.
I'm not in touch, obviously, per our conversation earlier with the NBA for sure. Not my favorite. I'm old school, Matt.
The guy that's lighting up in NBA now is ex-Iowa State Tyrese Halliburton. He's got his Indiana Pacers in the finals against the Lakers in this NBA in-season tournament. He has just playing phenomenal. Talking about him as an MVP candidate. It looks like Hunter Gillen's in the starting lineup for the Tigers tonight.
So, again, good crowd. Matt, really, that's a long trip from
Carroll down here.
Carroll down. Nice to see folks making the trip down. Good crowd of Red Oak Tigers here this evening. Player introductions being made. Like to see a good competitive game here this evening.
Cyrus Minson with his back triple layout in the air flip he does. We should have to get a score like an Olympics. We'll have to give him a rating on that. As long as he doesn't hurt himself.
No one injured in this game. So
got to keep an eye on is number 10, DJ Vanami. Am I pronounce that correct? Vanami. He is a Iowa Hawkeye recruit, walk-on recruit is my understanding for football. So tremendous athlete. 6'4", this one 205 pounds.
Center circle will be Putney for the Knights, Minson for the Tigers. Players are on the court. Tigers on the court, officials on the court, ball in the air, tap. Tigers come away with it. Gillen quickly stolen. There, Vanami with the steal right away. It's Putney. Back to Vanami, top of the key to Casper Bauer. Into the lane he goes, dumps it off underneath. It bounces loose and chased down at the top of the key by Biter. Vanami out on the left side, in the lane, kicks it to the baseline. Check that, Putney for two.
Yeah, just see lightning quick by Kuemper right there on that first offensive possession.
Knights lead 2-0, 7.5 minutes to play in the first. Gillen with the ball. Left side behind the arc to DeVries.
Kuemper in a man-to-man, which is kind of expected coming out here.
We're going to have a travel. Max getting into the lane and kind of leaned into it a little bit there.
Tigers are not pressing. They're going to go man-to-man.
Bringing the ball across center stripe will be Canny. Canny to Putney. Back to Canny. Vanami drives the baseline, picks it up. Right underneath the bucket, puts it in for two, and
yeah, Tigers had him double, but released on the double team, left him open. He just stepped in and got the bucket. He's going to have an and one and a foul on the Tigers.
Fouls on Bergeron. Bucket's good.
Right now, Kuemper is quicker to the ball, more aggressive this opening the game here. Tigers going to need to pick up the pace here.
Vanami at the line. Shot is good, so it's 5-0 now.
And here comes Kuemper. They are going to go into press here. 1-2-1, one press.
Gillen. Tries to hit Sifford across the court, but is tapped and goes out of play. Last touch Tigers, they're going to say.
Yeah, cross-court pass is a dangerous pass, and deflection out there will be Kuemper basketball.
Again, bringing the ball across center stripe is Canny. Canny top of the key. Hits Casper Bauer. No check that Putney. Out in the corner, Vanami for three. Boy,
this is starting out like the girls' game, 8-0. Kuemper just putting it on the Tigers here in the first couple minutes.
Sifford with the ball across the center stripe, dumps it off to Gillen in the corner. He takes the three. It's no good. Rebound, Vanami. Vanami to Canny. Canny across the timeline. Gets it to Casper Bauer. Casper Bauer, deep three off the left wing, and it's good.
11-0, just like that. Not even 2 minutes in the game. Kuemper is out. Big time.
11-0. Kuemper with the lead here with 6:13 to play in the first. Jumping out to a big lead. Bergeron with the ball, takes it into the lane, dumps it underneath the Minson. Back to Bergeron, top of the key, right side to Vries. Sifford to Gilliland. Into the lane, free throw line, kicks it to Bergeron for three. No good. Rebound underneath quickly is Casper Bauer. Casper Bauer left to right across the timeline on the left wing. Fades to the top of the key, then down the left side of the lane. Loses the handle, falls to the floor, picked up by Sifford. Sifford back across the center stripe. Top of the key to Gillen. Out to Sifford. Sifford around to the right side, down the corner to Bergeron. Sifford on the right wing. Around the arc, Sifford. Out on the right side, DeVries.
Tigers need a little more cutting and movement by their players. A lot of standing.
Bider knocks it loose, has it, takes it to the other end for the layup and in for two. That's Tragan Bider. Timeout on the court. It's 13-0, 5:16 to play in the first. And Kuemper jumps out to a big lead, and we'll be back after this.
Yeah, we're just listening on Coach DeVries' huddle. He's saying get movement, need more movement, cutting, passing on the offensive end. Too much standing and trying to dribble. So Tigers just right out of the gate here, Kuemper has jumped all over him, and it's 13-0. And Red Oaks had only a couple shots at the basket.
Yeah. I mean, they've opened up big here, Matt.
So this is a team that, you respect your opponents. Certainly, you know they're a good team, but you got to be aggressive. We got something here, I don't know what. Clock situation or something, but you regardless of how good they are, you got to play your game, come out and compete hard.
Tigers ball here. Sifford with the ball. A little pressure in the backcourt now. Gillen. Bergeron has it tapped. Vanami picks it up, hits Bider to the other end, blocked by Bergeron. Casper Bauer retrieves it. Top key to Vanami. Dumps it off on the move. Nice cut to the basket there. Knew that was Putney.
Yeah, Tigers are just falling asleep here. And
another steal and put back in for two. I'm not sure who that was. I think Kenny, maybe. And it's 17-0. DeVries for three. No good. Boy.
Talking about a blitz. Goodness, we didn't see this coming.
Gillen. Into the lane he goes. Fakes it. Nice move to the bucket by Hunter.
Might got away with the next step there, but Tigers will take it as they finally get on the board.
17-2 with 4:25 to play in the first. Kenny, Casper Bauer for three.
Nothing.
Drops another one.
Kuemper's getting everything they want. Tigers just are not putting up much of a defensive effort right now.
20-2 Knights lead in the first. 4:09 to play in the first. From the corner, DeVries. No good. Rebound, Vanami. Now to Kenny. Down underneath, right underneath the bucket, in for two is Putney.
Yeah, Tigers getting beat back there on the transition.
22-2 is the score. Out to Bergeron, Knights lead. Bergeron to Minson. DeVries with the ball. Now to Minson at the top of the key. Gets it to Sifford. 3:41 to play in the third. Gillen. Into the lane he goes. Nice move to the bucket by Hunter. Rebound, Vanami.
Yeah, Vanami, you can just tell he is a very talented athlete.
Casper Bauer to Kenny. Behind the back, right
You
wing.
can just see the dribbling, the shooting, the passing, the cutting. All the players have interchangeable skill set.
Casper
right
Bauer dumps it right underneath and in for two. Just picture perfect. That's Putney with two more.
Tigers may have to go zone defense here, and they're just giving up everything under the bucket.
24-2 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter.
I don't think Kuemper has a three, maybe one.
Bergeron kicks it out to Gillen in the corner. Minson for three. No good. Rebound, DeVries on the backside. Bounces out of play. Knights ball.
Substitutions in the game here. Timeout, Red Oak.
We'll take that with them. 2:49 to play in the first. 24-2. Knights lead. We'll be back after this.
It has been an unbelievable first quarter by Kuemper Knights. They're up 24-2 with 2:49 to go, Aaron. They're on pace to have almost a mid-30 range first quarter
That's
here.
unbelievable. They have hit everything.
And the Tigers do go to a 2-3 zone here because they're just not – they're getting ripped up into man-to-man. So Tigers are going to go zone here.
Canny kicks it to the corner to Baiting. No good. Back up and in. This is Gherkin. Tigers come away with it. Outlet pass to Gillen on the left side. DeVries open for three. Not there. Rebound. Casper Bauer pushes it back across the center stripe. Down in lane. Tries to kick it to the corner. Schmedke comes away with it. Jack Schmedke. Across the center stripe to the top of the key. Schmedke with the ball. Gets it to Beeson. Now to Gillen behind the arc. Into lane he goes. Puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Gherkin. Benjamin Gherkin. Left to right across the center stripe. Top key Vanami. Casper Bauer. That is a deep three. It's no good. Rebound DeVries.
You see the zone defense has had a little bit of effect already there. Kuemper has shot 2 3-pointers down the last time down.
There's Gillen. Out to Beeson on the left side, behind the arc, takes it to the corner, picks up the dribble, back to Gillen, left wing. Into the lane, nice move to the bucket by Gillen, and it's 10 for 2. Hunter Gillen picks up a couple more.
Hunter showing no effects there with his leg or ankle on that drive.
Minute 25 to play in the first, 24-4. Knights lead. In the corner, then back around it goes. Baiting, top of the key to Canny. Out to Baiting for three, no good. Rebound.
So
Tap loose at outlet pass to the other end. DeVries puts it off the glass and scores two.
So the zone has resulted in 3 missed 3-point attempts by Kuemper here since Red Oak's gone to the zone defense.
Canny with the ball, walks it across center stripe. Goes right to Baiting, back to Canny. Free throw line, dumps it underneath. Off of the foot of the...
And a turnover there created. So, a simple defensive adjustment has at least momentarily
slowed it down.
Ebbed the flow a little bit here.
It's 24-6 is our score. 40 seconds remaining in the first. Schmedke out to Beeson behind the arc. There's DeVries. Takes it into the lane, spins to the bucket, puts it up off the glass and scores two. Max DeVries picks up a couple more. And it's 24-8 now. 29 seconds to play in the first. Canny will bring it across the center stripe.
Kuemper a hold here for one shot, Aaron.
Right side he goes to Casper Bauer. Canny Baiting out on the left side.
Maybe not.
Takes the three. Deep three, and it's good from Jack Baiting.
That's a shot. The Tigers will live with that if you knock down 32 feet split jump shots.
27-8. 6 seconds remaining.
Good steal.
Outlet pass goes to Vanami. And the big dunk to end the first quarter by Vanami.
Yeah, there's your dunk. You wanted to see one. And
there
DJ
it is.
Vanami, the 6'4", 205-pound high football recruit, just puts one down.
Exclamation mark on that first quarter. 29-8. And the Knights jump out to a big lead at the end of one. We'll be back after this. 32-10 is the score early on in the second quarter.
There's a good take.
Sifford again to the hoop. Nice job by Braden.
Good hard drive there by
32-12, 7:22 to play in the half. Canny for three. It's good. Carson Canny.
Kuemper right back to their full court press here.
Right side to Sifford. Takes it across the center stripe. Out on the right wing.
It's 7 minutes to go in this quarter, Aaron. It's already 35 points on the board for Kuemper.
Gillen to Sifford. Deep three off the left wing. Not there. Rebound. Nice job, Berggren. Out to Berggren on the right side for three. No good. Bounces off the top and
I think
Knight's ball.
You know, one thing, all teams kind of have their own identity. You know, what they do well, what they don't do well. And sometimes a matchup is not there. We know in this game here, the Tigers now looks like they're trying to do a little 1-3-1 half-court trap. And I think we're going to have to settle in that 2-3 zone here and just get out on those wings a little bit more.
Canny out on the left side. Goes again to Baiting in the corner for three.
And just
Rebound pulled down by Minson.
But they moved him to the corner there and off that wing spot. So from Tigers' perspective, gave him a little bit tougher shot there.
Putney created the turnover, and the Tigers have come away with it here. Full court press, Matt.
Yeah. And all four of the Kuemper players are up in the forecourt. Only one guy back.
Gillen across the center stripe to DeVries. Freeze in the corner. Pressure from Gherkin. Drives underneath. Foul on the play. I believe that will be on Benjamin Gherkin. It is. That's his first team foul here in the quarter.
Brock Batting is only a sophomore. Am I pronouncing that correct?
Baiting. Minson out to Gillen. Drives down in the lane. Deep three from DeVries. It's not there. Rebound Gillen in the corner. Now to Berggren. Top the key to Sifford. Gillen with the ball. Picks up his dribble.
Kuemper trying to come over the top of the screen is what you want to do with the committed a foul there. They're doing that. But you can see that, Aaron, trying to come over the top and not coming under, not giving up that three-point shot.
Bider with the foul. Tigers ball, midcourt far side. Inbound pass comes from from Minson into the backcourt to Sifford. Gillen out on left wing. Nice move to the bucket by Hunter. It's not there. Rebound Baiting comes away with it across the center stripe down to the right side. And back to Canny. Deep three off the right side. Not there. Ball's going to be picked up by Bider. Bider kicks it out to Putney for three. Carter Putney.
And I talked up front about how well this team shoots the basketball. They shoot it 37% from three, 44% from the field.
38-12. Minson with the three. No good. Rebound Canny. Outlet pass goes to down the court quickly to Bider. Tigers get back. Bider under the bucket. Picks it up. Trying to get it somewhere. Not happening if they're going to foul Berggren. Jump ball. No foul. Jump ball. Tigers ball.
38 points on the board for Kuemper with 5 minutes still to go in this half.
I will say that the transition on the Tigers from man to zone
has slowed it down a little bit.
Definitely has slowed it down. Left side to Gillen. Out of play.
And it looks like the Kuemper is bringing back Benami and Putney. So much like the girls' team, you just see a lot of substitution here. By Kuemper.
In the corner to Gherkin. Driving to the bucket is Bider. Little jumpers in for two. Nice shot.
I mean, they're hitting everything. Threes, mid-ranges, layups, dunks.
You name it. Minson. Down underneath it goes. It's going to be stolen by Gherkin. He steps on the baseline. (40-12) with 4.5 minutes to play in the first half. Inbound pass comes from the baseline. DeVries out to Berggren. Minson at the top of the key. Gets it to Sifford. Around to the right side to DeVries. Drives the baseline. Backing his way in there, working against Venami. He's going to be whistled. Venami with the foul.
He'll be on the floor. Third team foul on Kuemper this quarter. Venami height-wise about the same as Max, maybe just a hair taller, but much.
He's an athletic kid.
Much more muscle and.
Yeah, he's stout. Minson to Sifford. DeVries takes it into the lane, puts it up, and scores 2. Nice move to the bucket by Max. 40-14 is our score now with 4 minutes to play in the half. Vanami takes it across center stripe, left to right.
The other thing you notice about Kuemper, all their players are interchangeable, any position on the floor. Here you have Vanami out point, running a point.
Casper Bauer, deep 3, no good. Rebound Gillen. Gillen takes it across the center stripe out on the left wing. Into the lane he goes. Nice move to the bucket by Hunter. Rolls around, not there. Rebound Minson, blocked by Vanami. Outlet pass Casper Bauer down to Bider for 3. No good. Rebound.
Going to be a push on Bergen on that.
Yeah. Bergen's whistled. That's 2 on Brighton. Out of the game. Brighton comes out, and Gigstead checks into the ball game for the first time this evening. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're watching on our YouTube channel. Down the corner, Casper Bauer. Casper Bauer can shoot the ball.
Yeah, good close out there by Gigstead. A little taller. He closed out there with those long arms. There's an open 3.
For Casper Bauer. In and out, no good. Rebound, nice job by Sifford. Pushing across the timeline, right to left. Right wing, Sifford, top key to DeVries. Takes it down in the lane. Little jumper, no good. Rebound, Casper Bauer. Casper Bauer takes it across the center stripe. Into the lane. Gherkin to Casper Bauer behind the arc. There's Vanami on the left side. He takes it into the lane and a dunk. Number 2 for Mr. Vanami.
Yeah, just not good defense there by Tigers. You cannot let a direct drive from the elbow right to the bucket.
42-14. Gill into the bucket. No good. Rebound Vanami. Outlet pass to the other end. Casper Bauer. Up and in for 2 for Casper Bauer.
I think Gillen might have had to tweak his leg a little bit there, and that seems to be laboring a little bit. This game is really just all Kuemper right now.
44-14 is our score with 2:25 to play in the half.
You see frustration on the Tigers right now.
Yeah. And Kuemper's just firing on all cylinders. Out the top of the key. Pressure from Bider. Minson with the 10-foot jumper is good. Cyrus Minson picks up a couple.
Well, I'm going to go with there's Casper Bauer. I'm going to go with the analogy that this is the Hawkeye 10 Conference champion that we're going to be the Tigers are playing tonight because, boy, we've seen all kinds of teams this year. Nothing like this so far.
If they can play this, if you can do this in and out and hit from the field like this, like they are, Matt, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
And it's a team that made it all the way to the state quarterfinals in Des Moines last year. So this is a team, to me, it looks like they have an ability to get right back to Des Moines.
And it is getting physical, Matt. I don't know if you've noticed that. Casper Bauer gets whistled.
Frustration from the Tigers here are going to
getting kind of physical.
Reeves will come out. Mindson come out. In comes Schmidtke, Bennett, Johnson, Gigstead. So
46-16, a minute 38 to play in the half.
So you're playing one of the best teams in the state, Class 2A. But you got to play hard, and you got to give them.
Schmedke picks it up out on the wing, trying to find it. Gets Sifford top the key. Trying to get the play going in motion here out of the right side to Schmedke. And
this wasn't there.
Yeah, Vanami down underneath the Casper Bauer. Out of play. Knights keep it.
You know, it's nights like this, Aaron, where you really challenge the mettle of your team because it's easy. Hey, you look at the scoreboard and you're down, and, you know, Red Oak really needs a challenge here in the second half, and I think it'll be a gut check for this team coming out in the second half.
Baiting for 3. He can shoot the ball, too.
Yeah, he was wide open on the rotation there. Tigers not rotating on defense.
He has 3 threes here in the first half. Jack Baiting. Right side to Schmedke. A minute to play in the half. Down the corner to Gigstad. Now to Johnson. Bennett Johnson. Sifford. Pressure from Bider into the lane. He goes. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Baiting. Oh, we're going to have a travel. Baiting was looking for that outlet pass, trying to get it to Mr. Casper Bauer on the other end, and gets whistled for the travel. 49-16. Kuemper with the lead with 43 seconds remaining in the half.
Tigers almost in a running clock, and it won't be running clock for this, almost in a running clock situation in the first half.
Sifford with the ball, takes it to the center circle over to the right side to Schmedke, 39 seconds and counting. DeVries drives the baseline, underneath, little reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Biter, 28 seconds. Biter with the ball. Tragan Biter.
Kuemper can hold
And it looks
for
like
one shot.
It looks like that's what they're going to do here. 18 seconds and counting. Biter with the ball, standing near the center stripe. 13 seconds and counting. Hands it off now to Canny. 7 seconds. Canny takes it to the hoop. Just nice little layup by Canny.
And that and stolen. Casper out the three.
No good. 51 to 16 at half. We'll take a break and we'll be right back after this. $51 to 16 at halftime.
Let's focus on some wrestling scores updates here where the Tigers are in the Dan Christensen Invitational meet in Central Decatur High School today. And right now this evening, semifinals and finals go on. Here's what we know so far, and thank you to Summer Sandholm for his updates. At 113, Junior Ramos will go for 7th place for the Tigers. Dayton Guzman, did I pronounce that correct? Gusman will go for 7th at 132. Kyler Sandholm being the championship match tonight at 138. He'll be going for first course. Josh Lorette will be at 144. He'll be wrestling for 5th place. Baz Clear at 165. He'll wrestle for 7th. Andrew Johnson, 175. He will wrestle for 3rd place. Caleb Ransom will wrestle for 7th, or did place 7th at 190 pounds. And Nolan Perrin, 215. He'll be going for 3rd place. So if I'm correct, that would be the worst case scenario for Nolan. He'll finish 4th, but going for a 3rd place finish in a very tough wrestling meet.
Dan Christensen.
Wrestling.
All right, we'll take a. Sorry about that.
Just
all of the
random.
All of the Country Sunshine listening
heard
areas.
Heard that sneeze.
We're going to take a break and we'll come back and look at stats right after this. Here at halftime, Benjamin Gherkin for the Knights has 2 points in the ball game. Michael Kasperbauer with 8. Jack Batting with 9 points in the ball game, 3 3-pointers. Carson Canny with 7 points. Tragan Biter with 4 points. DJ Vanami has 9, and Carter Putney with 11 points for the Knights.
Balanced scoring for the Knights.
Absolutely. For the Red Oak Tigers, Hunter Gillen with 4 points. Cyrus Minson has 2 points in the ball game. Max DeVries with 6. Braden Sifford has 4. It's been it's been all nights in that first half, Matt.
They have done everything they wanted to do, and they have just played well. You know, is it Kuemper playing really well, Red Oak not playing so well? Probably some of both, but you tip your hat to your opponent, but you also feel like the Tigers can put forth better than what they did in the first half as well. So we'll see what happens. I think, just like I said, this is a real gut check for the Tigers the second half to come out here and show resolve and play hard, play with energy, and give a battle here in the second half.
Tigers back on the court. We're at halftime. 51-16 is our score at half. We're going to take a break, and we will be back right after this.
Yes.
What do you tell your Red Oak Tigers?
Fellas, we need effort here. We need hard work and effort, and now it's what we need the second half here against it will be a running clock in the second half here.
If you're Coach Minahan, what do you tell your Knights?
Well, I mean, what can you tell them? It's like this old story about Bobby Knight when he was coaching Michael Jordan Olympics, and they had an exhibition game, and halftime came, and Coach Knight was looking at the stat sheet, and Jordan was 10 of 10 from the field, had 5 assists, 6 steals, 2 blocks, and he's talking to his assistant coach. What am I going to tell them? And they're winning by 20. What am I going to tell them? They got to get better. So he goes into the locker room and says, Michael, you're not setting enough screens out there. You need to set more screens. You're doing a bad job with screens. So as a coach, you got to find something you can improve on. So I don't know. Maybe they'll set more screens. Kemper will set more screens.
We'll see. Yeah. Well, we're back at it here. Kemper with the ball. Canny out to Biter. Tries to go to the corner. DeVries knocks it loose. The Knights will maintain.
Tigers open in that zone defense.
Inbound pass comes to Canny.
Alley-oop.
Alley-oop, and the bucket's good. Didn't get the dunk. Quickly down to the other end. DeVries works his way into the lane. Pressure from Vanami. Gillen into the lane. There's DeVries. 7.5 minutes to play in the third. DeVries with the ball. Now to Gillen. Out to Sifford over the left side to Berggren.
Kemper playing man-to-man. Look at the switching out top, Aaron, in the communication on Kemper. Coming over the top on the screen.
Berggren inside. Hits Sifford.
6 on the shot clock.
4 on the shot clock. Sifford has it stripped loose. Canny comes away with it, pushing up the court quickly to Biter on the left side. Under the bucket he goes, out to Canny in the corner.
Oh.
Canny drops it right underneath. Nice job to Putney, and Putney picks up a couple more.
What a nice pass. This is just a clinic.
There's DeVries with the ball on the right wing. Gillen with the ball. There's DeVries for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Putney to Casper Bauer. 55-16 is our score. Canny out the Biter, top of the key, into the lane. Vanami for 3. It's good.
Dude.
Vanami.
Been stolen by Kemper, right inbounds pass, and a foul then.
By Berggren. Third personal on Berggren. So Vanami's had 2 dunks, an alley-oop, and 3-pointers.
Yeah, Tigers need to work on their body language here, and that mean by that is more effort, hard work, and don't worry about score, but play each possession one at a time. And in comes Bennett Johnson, in comes Jack Schmickey. Out will go Berggren and Hunter Gillen.
At the line, Casper Bauer. The shot was no good.
Again, this is a game where you learn something about your team in unfortunately a bad way, but you learn something about your team here. Are you going to bow your back and get a little tougher or not? And I think that's where the Tigers are at here for the next, 14 minutes in this game.
Minson out on the right wing, gets it to Johnson. Now to Schmedke. Top of the key, Schmedke picks up the dribble, gets it to Sifford out on the left side. Johnson at the top of the key goes right to DeVries. Now to Minson.
Tigers make some cuts to the bucket. 3 seconds.
DeVries takes it to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Bounces out of play. Last touch, Tigers.
Clock is running. 5:34 to go here in the third quarter. 59-16. Kemper.
Gillen into the game. Sifford takes a seat. And Canny will take it right to left across the center stripe. Left side to Vanami. Skips it all the way across to Biter. Loses the handle. Outlet pass goes to Gillen. Takes it to the bucket and puts 2. Hunter does a nice job to pull up under control in that situation.
Yeah, as does Max. They both have pretty good body control when they get in the air with those layups and twisting through the traffic there.
Down underneath, a little reverse by Putney is good. Carter Putney, he has 13-15 by my estimation.
And Kemper is not a tall team. I mean,
no, they are not.
This is not a tall team.
No.
This is not an overly physical team. This is a team of basketball players that are well skilled in dribbling and shooting and running their offensive defense. And one thing I've commented, you see no emotion on any of the Kemper players. Good plays, bad plays, very even-keeled with their emotions on the court. That's a tribute to head coach Sean Minahan, but just a team that just comes in very methodical-like, play very, very efficient basketball.
You did nail it, though. They aren't necessarily tall, or you don't look at them and think they're super physical.
No.
But they're good.
They can dribble right, dribble left, pass, shoot, intermediate shot, three-point shot, play defense well.
Gillen picks up a couple more. 61-20 is our score. 3:56 to play in the
I
third.
do think as they play a little bit better schools along the trail, that low post presence will be a little bit of a factor because they're going to run into teams. They're going to throw 6'6", 6'7", something at them.
Gillen takes it to the hoop again. Hunter coming to life here.
Couple strong,
Hunter with 10 points.
couple strong drives there by Hunter.
And Pudens brings it across the timeline.
But, you know, when you go in, you beat a Harlan, you know, that kind of was a signal to me. So Carroll was a really good team. You can think about if Carroll beat Kuemper by 1 point, there's a lot of good basketball players up there in the city of Carroll.
Tap loose. Gherkin comes away with it.
Dunk.
And misses the dunk. He gave it a shot.
Well, Tigers need to hustle back on that.
Got a foul on the play. 23. That'll be Colby Pudens with the foul. It's going to send DeVries to the line. Max has 6 points and this is his first opportunity from the line here this evening. Shot short for Max. Substitutions taking place, 61-22, 3:07 to play in the ball game. Kuemper with the lead. Max DeVries at the line for the Red Oak Tigers. Shot is good, gets the second. Inbound pass, and Pudens will take it across Colby Pudens. Down the left side to Sundrup. Now to Bating, Jack Bating. Right side to Hoffman. Bating drives the baseline, then back out to the corner, picks up the dribble, goes underneath to Hoffman. Hoffman in the corner to Pudens for three. Colby Pudens.
And again, here's a player off the bench that knocks down a corner three. Another drive by Hunter.
I think that's on Bating. It is. Jack Bating, that's his first. 64-23. Continuous clock situation here. DeVries will put it into play from the baseline for Red Oak. Gets it to Bergeron. Right side to Beeson. Now to Gillen. He takes it to the hoop, fakes it, takes it, no good. Rebound, Bergeron underneath. He puts it up and in for two.
Nice hustle, nice scrap there by Brighton. Gets that to go. He's on the board.
Left side it goes to Hoffman. He kicks it out to Gherkin for three.
How many threes has Kuemper knocked down tonight? Because they were dribble drives the first half, and then Red Oak went zone. Then they start knocking down threes. So whatever Red Oak's throwing at them, they've adjusted.
Gillen for three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hoffman. Jace Hoffman outlet pass the other end to Gherkin. Back to Hoffman on the right wing for three. No good. Rebound, Sifford. Sifford pushes up the court. Kicks it out to Gillen on the left side. He takes it to the hoop. Puts it up, no good. Bergeron, tapped by Bating. Bating comes down with it. Loses the handle, picked up by Pudens. A little pressure here. Hoffman out on the left wing. Kicks to the corner to Gherkin. Top ski to Bating. It's good for three. Jack Bating. That's 4 3-pointers for Bating.
That morning. It's 70-25.
57 seconds and counting. To the bucket, DeVries. He's fouled on the play. The bucket's good. That foul will be on Ryan Sundrup. The basket's good for Max.
Again, you kind of like the girls' game. You just, trying to explain rationale. This is Kemper's only 4th game. For Red Oak, this is, I guess, only their 5th game, I guess. It's not a big difference there, but just seems to me like the Red Oak just doesn't have the energy tonight.
No. Well, the score would indicate that. Out on the right side to Bider. Left side to Gherkin. Driving to the hoop. 3-pointer goes up from Pudens. No good. Rebound to DeVries. DeVries right wing. Pressure from Bider. Spins his way into the lane. Puts it up and scores 2. Max DeVries picks up a couple more. Gherkin will take it right to left across center stripe. Far side of the court. 19 seconds and counting. 70-30 is the score. Pudens to Hoffman. Bider 8 seconds. Bider into the lane, kicks it to the corner for Pudens for 3. No good. Rebound. Sifford. That's it for 3. 70-30 at the end of the third. We will be back right after this. And it's been all Kuemper here. 70-30. Kuemper with the lead as we begin the fourth quarter. Sifford hits DeVries. He takes it into the lane, kicks it out to Minson for 3. Cyrus Minson.
Nice pass, a nice shot release there by Cyrus.
Down underneath, no good. Rebound. Actually looks like Hoffman's going to get whistled for the foul. Bergeron doing a nice job battling for that board.
Good scrap there by Brighton. Bergeron underneath the bucket.
Hoffman gets whistled. Tigers ball. Inbound pass to Tigers. DeVries for 3 from the corner. Max DeVries picks up a couple more. Pudens with the ball. Colby Pudens backs near the center stripe. Knocked loose. Sifford almost comes away with it. Pudens on the move. Little pass. Sundrup for 3. It's no good. Rebound Bider. Nice pass. Down underneath Bider with the ball.
A little behind the back pass there.
6:40 to play in counting here. Pudens will put it into play. To Sundrup, top to key to Hoffman for 3. No good. Rebound, Sundrup hustling for it. Picked up by Bergeron. Gets it to Gillen.
Good job there by Bergeron.
Corner Sifford for 3. It's good. Braden Sifford.
Tigers knocking down some shots now from 30.
70-39 is our score. Down underneath the Sundrup, little reverse layup and in for 2. Nice job there, Ryan Sundrup. Sifford takes it to the hoop and scores 2 for Red Oak. Nice job by Braden.
Yeah, nice.
Braden
hard
has 9
drive.
points.
Yeah, Braden.
72-41 with 5:40 to play in the fourth. With the ball is Putney to Sundrup. Foul on the play. I believe that will be on Bergeron. That is his 4th personal. Looks like Colby Pudens will put it into play under the basket for the Knights. 5:20 in the ball game. Here we go. Pudens will put it into play. Out top of the key to Bider. Bider's open, kicks it over to the left side. Hoffman for 3 off the left wing. It's no good. Rebound, Bergeron.
Bergeron really doing a good job
Yes,
here
he
this
is.
quarter on the glass for the Tigers.
Schmedke at the top of the key. Right side to Sifford.
You know, that's the thing about Brighton. Brighton's going to give you 110. He's a highly competitive kid.
Max takes it to the hoop. Does a little jump stop, fakes it. He's fouled on the floor. Says he'll go to line for 2. Fouls on Pudens. That's his 2nd. Max goes to the line. Max has He's 2 of 3 from the line so far this evening. Shot is good. Drains it. That's basketball lingo, Matt.
What's that?
Drains it.
Drains
He
it.
drains it. What are you learning over there?
Well, I'm seeing if I have any wrestling updates. I do not.
Max gets them both.
Bowlers were in action too, right, today? Road Tiger bowlers
Yep.
were up in Thunder
Yep.
Lanes,
Yep.
the Thunder Bowl, or it's called Thunder Bowl.
Are you a bowler, Matt?
No.
3-pointer from Putney. You don't bowl? You seem like you'd be a bowler.
Well, I think I rolled a 200 game one time, which is, but I don't think it was with the bumper rails either. I think it was legit.
Because you can do a lot of talking, really talk it up. Minson for 2 underneath.
It's put back by Cyrus Minson. Bowling alleys are fun. In the wintertime, it's good to get in the bowling alley.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a shot from the top of the key, no good.
Berger on the
Berger,
net.
I'm telling you, Brighton has had a good job. I don't know his boards, but he's had a bunch of
Yeah,
them.
he has.
To the hoop. DeVries, no good. Rebound. It's Gherkin. 3 on 2. Hands it off to Hoffman. Sundrup for 3. Nope. Rebound. Nice job by
Gherkin.
And DeVries, he's going to be tied up there.
Yeah, foul.
And it looks like,
What's your high game bowling?
I don't even know.
What's
perfect?
Have you bowled?
I have bowled a time or two. You want me to tell you my bowling story? I gave you my basketball story from my cousin earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So I had bowling for a class in college.
Mm-hmm. You flunk it?
No, I did not flunk it. Thank you very much. In fact, there was the option to bowl, and if someone would get a strike,
Nice shot by
three-pointer
Sifford. Sifford really heating up here in the last quarter. 12 points now.
there would be no final.
Oh, really?
Guess who was selected?
You.
Guess who bowled a strike?
You.
Thank you very much.
I mean, were you worried about a bowling exam final? Is that a?
No, I was not worried about it at all,
But you got the class out of that.
that's my highlight of my bowling career, is that. So,
Well, bowling seems to be right up your alley.
ha 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 ha. You're so funny.
Mm-hmm. That's a dad joke.
It is. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound. Putney back up and in for 2. Colby Putney. How many does he have?
20. He's the leading scorer, right?
He's
20
at a ball.
points.
Yeah, he is.
Benami hasn't even played here, I think, the fourth
No.
quarter, nor has Casper Bauer.
Shot from Beeson's
This
no
has
good.
been all the JV players for Kuemper.
Down to the other. Putney keeps it in play
Nice
to
save.
Sundrup. Blocked by Beeson. Schmedke outlet pass is stolen this time by Putney. Down to the other end, quickly stolen by Beeson. Boy, it's getting.
I think this is what you call garbage time.
Oh my word! Can't even keep up with it. And it's going to go out of play. Wow.
You know, the scoreboard is going to show Road 48 points. But
They're throwing it end to end here, and it's turnover after turnover after turnover. And
Rotor comes in now for the Tigers. Carson Rotor and Peyton Echternaw.
inbound pass is going to come from Putney out to Hoffman.
Under 2 minutes ago.
Rebound,
the rebound.
Echternaw. Nice job, Peyton. Rotor takes it across center stripe. Beeson. Outlet pass.
This might be another dunk.
We're going to give it a shot. And this
That's
misses the second one.
Second time he was king of.
Gherkin.
You know, normally I'm sure Coach Minahan say we're not going to do that, but when the game's out of hand, I suppose that's the time and place for you to give that a chance.
Who do we have our foul on there?
That would be on 21. Gigstead.
There you go. Shot, three-pointer from Hoffman is no good. Rebound tapped by Gigstad, picked up by Schmedke. Just over a minute to play in the ball game. Beeson for 3. It's good. Ryan Beeson. Tyler Beeson, not Ryan.
That's right.
See, you got me started on that now, Matt.
Yeah. Well, his dad's got a mustache now.
I know.
Didn't even hardly recognize him.
He was out at the studio the other day when we were
He had a
visiting.
mustache. He said,
Yeah.
Who are you? I don't know who you are anymore.
That's Tyler Beeson is on the court. Top of the key, Hoffman with the ball. Works his way around to the right side. Jumper, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Echternaw.
I think the Kuemper JV team has run out of gas.
All that back and
that's
forth. They're
couple of-
tired, Matt. They're tired. Echternaw shoots the 3. No good.
Peyton's
Rebound,
first 3
Putin's.
shot of the year. So Tigers will drop to 2 and 3. Kemper will improve to 3-1.
77
51
to
will be the
51
final.
is going to be our final. They're just going to run the clock out here. 7 seconds. Pudens is just going to run the clock out. That is going to do it for the ball game. We are going to take a break and be back after this.